Shani, please.
Stop. I feel
Would you like a Werther's caramel, Kevin? How about one of those strawberries? That fucking...
All right.
You know the strawberries I
Dude,
meant?
I can't believe we have to still do like multiple segments. I want to get out of here.
I could use one of those right now. I took a fucking melatonin before bed last night for the first time in my life.
Oh, yeah? We recorded?
I was just falling asleep.
Dude,
I was just falling asleep at my desk.
Melatonin is like as powerful as the strongest drugs on the market. It's like I feel like I fall in a K-hole when I'm on fucking melatonin. I feel like it's so powerful. I say that I'm on melatonin. Like I'm high off that melly, bro.
It's literally the first time because sleep meds fuck with me. Like I don't do like even like NyQuil. I took NyQuil. I've taken NyQuil 3 times in my life. It's that shit just NyQuil. I knew I didn't have anything to do until later today. But if I had like a regular day, if I had to be here at like 10 a.m., 11 a.m., I wouldn't have taken it because I'd have been like, I don't know. Sometimes that knocks me out until 3 p.m.
Yeah, you get groggy and shit, right? Yeah.
But I'm unconscious. I'm in bed.
You have, when you're naturally sleeping, you can't be awoken. If you've got something in your system that makes you drowsy, forget about it.
Dude, I was literally just falling asleep at my desk. Yeah. Just now. It was.
For me, Benadryl will knock me out and then I'm groggy as fuck. NyQuil will knock me out and I have crazy dreams. And melatonin... Right before, like I do like melatonin because before I go to sleep, I'm in like whoa, and then I'm out.
I don't have a whoa phase. It's just bam. I fucking last night I took a melatonin. I ate an overnight oats bar, and then I don't remember getting to the couch.
When did we become 600 years old? Dude, I had a melatonin overnight oats bar. I don't even know what that is.
I've been eating them before bed, Kevin, because they're called overnight oats. Apparently, that's just the way you cook oats.
Yeah, no.
You don't eat them at night.
John! Can I just drop a hard R? That's deserving of a hard R.
What are you talking about? No, it isn't.
Bro,
dude, they're called overnight oats.
There's no food that the packaging name like determines when you eat them.
Yes, there is. It's a slow dissolving proteins, casein protein. You have that in the morning or you have that at night.
But it's not called like
but because
they don't call it morning or whatever.
I just figured that they were making it easy for me.
Overnight
like, hey,
oats,
these are the
you gotta eat it at nighttime, you fucking moron.
For not weeks, like a week or so. I got this box of overnight oats sent to me, and I've been I've been eating those like under the covers. Like, all right, time to fall asleep now.
I'm setting an alarm, waking up at 2 a.m. so I can eat my overnight oats bar.
I don't think that's my fault at all.
That's so funny that you're like, oh man, it's 7 o'clock. I'd love to have a bar right now, but I can't until it's nighttime.
Yeah,
it's overnight oats. You can't touch these until the nighttime.
I think that is perfectly logical.
Can I get like a picture? I've never seen
this. Yeah, I actually tweeted it today.
Overnight oats. You gotta be kidding me. Were people like you are a moron, or are people agreeing with you?
I think it's 50-50.
Overnight oats. I'll be honest, I wouldn't be like, oh, that's because they make oats overnight. I don't know what it would be. All I know is that packaging doesn't tell you when you're allowed to eat food, John.
I've never heard of overnight oats.
No, neither have I.
So it's like, I guess it's like a way you make oats. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I thought overnight oats were fucking oats that like slowly, like it helped you in REM sleep and shit. I thought it was being healthy as fuck.
You thought it was gonna put you to sleep?
No, but like I thought it was just like something that like while your body was redoing, like rehabbing, that was like it helped it.
Yeah.
It turns out I was just fucking smashing 20 grams of carbs before I got in bed.
Oh Lord, that's funny. Man, that's stupid. That's the stupidest thing you said since your dick was filled with piss.
Both these things are logical. They make sense.
Yo,
like one person replied to that tweet actually with like, I'd love to see the way your brain works. I was like, I don't know, it reads things like overnight and assumes that they happen overnight. It's a pretty fucking fair way for a brain to work. You ate things that say night on a midnight.
It's too logical. It's like, yes, I love your brain because it's so simple. Overnight, I eat it at nighttime. Like the thought of you being like, I'm falling asleep, 1, 2, 3, like bite and pass out at the same time.
Yeah, I was under the covers.
Dude, I also got to give it up to you. Let's play the clip. The Sad Boy season announcement. was the most impressive speech I think I've ever heard.
Why?
It was flawless. Was that planned at all?
Not at all. In fact,
It was
walking out to my porch, I was like,
she just Googled Twitter.
Hell yeah.
Why is that bad? Google searching Twitter instead of just going to Twitter?
I'm so
You went to
glad.
Google.com and then searched Twitter?
In the images. That's because I was already in.
Jacqueline.
I was already in. I don't understand. Like,
I know you don't.
what?
I know you don't.
Twitter icon? Sorry.
Yeah, get the girl a mic. It was
Walking to my porch, I was like, fuck, I'm so dumb for burning banana cigarette yesterday. I have nothing right now.
Oh no. No. No, that was incredible. Like it was I don't he might have wrote this. Like it was you didn't stutter, you didn't stammer, you didn't you didn't and it just kept going.
October 19th. It's 54 degrees. That means it's sad boy season. We made it through the summer. We made it through all our friends getting us to go to the Hamptons and go to the beach and take off your shirts. Nope. Now it's time to put on shirts. Put on too many shirts.
Put on all the
fucking
shirts.
shirts you have, because during sad boy season we layer up because fat doesn't matter. All that matters is that we get drunk in dark bars, drinking dark liquor, and then we get drunk on solitude because we do it alone. All that matters is that we listen to music made by mustachioed men who smoke unfiltered cigarettes and drink warm whiskey and don't talk to their children. All that matters is that these are the months where seasonal affective disorder and regular depression come together and form a storm, the likes of which we haven't seen since Thanos and Snap is sad boy season. Let's go!
That's the best speech in Barstool history.
You're reciting that like it's Herb Brooks' speech right now. Like the way you have that diminished.
It's
Yeah, how many
burned in
times
my
you watch
head.
that?
What's crazy is not that many times. It was just so. I mean, like I will never forget it.
long.
I will never forget it.
Really?
Who's the mustachioed man who drinks warm whiskey and doesn't talk to his kids?
I was picturing Sam Elliott.
It's like the don't
That's
talk to your
fair.
kids is so fucking perfect, and the like Thanos.
You wanna know what-
snap, and you're running out of breath. And
The only reason I was doing that is because I wanted to be yelling, but I didn't want my neighbors to think I was even crazier than
Than
they
you already
already
are.
think I am. So I was trying to do like a whisper yell.
Dude, season of the effective and regular depression. There's like so many quotes. Like we have to make a shirt that says "Fat doesn't matter." We got to make a big boxy, almost like one of those like Snuggie, you know, those things that are popular now. It's like a blanket hoodie.
Yeah.
That says "Fat doesn't matter." Like, oh, when you go to the Hamptons, you take off your shirt. Now we're gonna put on your shirt. Put on all the shirts. I mean, it is.
I like this. You gotta
Flawless,
gas it up.
dude.
I was honestly, I was like legitimately very panicked. I was like,
Oh
I don't
no!
know what the
It
fuck
was.
I'm gonna do.
It's
Because
the best. It is the best of your career.
We
no
were
doubt.
waiting on the fucking. I was originally, I was like, I'm out of banana cigarettes. I got nothing to go here. And then we were waiting for the commercial we'd done. Dante was like gonna get us music and then just didn't make it, and until much later. And I was like, fuck, that's not ready to go. Okay, I gotta do something. And I just was like, I don't know, just did that.
But that's why it's like that's how you know that sad boy season is a thing and you live it and you know it, because it was like that was flawless. Like there was you weren't like I need to have something, because you just like off the rip you've got it all in you already, because you've been living it, because you've been
Almost like
living
the-
it. You know. It's like when you give like a sports rant about your team. It's like I don't need to prepare because I've been like watching them my whole life.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But like some things I wish, you know, as we focus so much on like promotion and trying to get good clips, and like sometimes I'm like I wish I had that like ranting in me where it's like, you know, I do the 1 minute man things, but it's like takes and choppy, but just like a flawless, like one take, spit it out, and it's like, whoa, that was like Churchill, that was like Obama, that was like Hitler, that was Hitler at his prime, rallying up the fucking proletariat or whatever the fuck he did. That was something. That was incredible. And I mean, if it wasn't already selling after that, forget it. I told these guys, I want everybody to buy every single piece. I want everybody to buy every single piece of Sad Boy merch except for those goddamn tote bags. And anybody who buys the tote bags, I want to strangle them to death with my bare hands. And I said that, and I look around the room, and all these motherfuckers were like, "Oh no, I bought one already. I'm gonna carry my groceries in, and I'm gonna carry my this." And I was like, "Well, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you."
Just so my mom told me this weekend because she's Wait, did I tell you about this? The museum I went to this weekend?
No, but tell me about it after I tell you about Napjitsu.
Okay.
Because
Napjitsu, hell yeah.
Because if you're struggling right now because maybe you took a little bit too much Melly, maybe you hit that Benadryl too hard, maybe you took that NyQuil to the head, you need Napjitsu, which is time-release caffeine to help give you energy throughout the day. So it's not like a cup of coffee where you drink it, you slam it, you got the caffeine in you, and you're all jittery because you took it all in at once. And it's not like a 5-hour energy where you're drinking some, or it's not like a little energy drink where you're drinking some gross, sugary, weird concoction. This is Napjitsu. It is, it's natural and it's extended time release so that you don't have a crash. You don't have a burst of it. You have a smooth, steady, extra energy throughout the whole day. It's a healthier option to help you power through those lulls in the afternoon, and it's all natural, like I said. It's natural supplements made by people who know what's up. These are made by the people who are tired. Like a bunch of tired people who were smart got together and like, how can we fix this? And that's what they came up with, using vitamins and guarana and ginseng and vitamin B, and that gives you all the energy without the crash. It's packaged in small packets. You can take them on the go whenever you need them. You can take them, and it also will help you get deeper sleep and unlock that lasting energy because you have that smooth level throughout the day. You're not up and down, up and down. Yeah, Napjitsu.
I'd very much enjoy a Napjitsu.
A little Napjitsu.
It's a fun thing to say, too.
It is.
I feel like, in fact, I feel more energized having said it.
Say Napjitsu.
Napjitsu.
It's like because they like to say salsa. Napjitsu. And right now you can get 30% off your first purchase if you go to napjitsu.com/KFC. That's nap, N-A-P, jitsu, JITSU.com/KFC. Get 30% off your all-natural, extended release caffeine at napjitsu.com/KFC today. Museums, huh?
Why did I bring this up?
Don't know.
There's a reason.
I said Sad Boy Season buying the tote bags.
Oh, tote bags. Okay. So here it is. This is weird how this went. So I thought of my mom telling me this weekend about tote bags. You need to use a tote bag like 20,000 times in order for it to be
like one plastic bag.
Like to have overcome the environmentally.
Get out of here.
What it costs to make a tote bag, it's like 20,000 bags or something insane. Like 20,000 uses, and then it starts being worth it. Having said that, buy it. Who gives a fuck? Like,
well, you're not doing it because of the environment. You're doing it for style.
You're doing it because it's cool. If you're buying it because it's for the environment, don't fucking buy it. I don't want your business.
Fuck you.
But if you're buying it because it looks cool, that's shit I like.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was thinking about that. My mom was talking about that as we were walking to a museum this weekend. Went to a couple museums. Went to the Frick Museum on the Upper East Side. Didn't care for it. And you know what? I didn't care for it because it's good art. It's like Renaissance art where it's like all right, it's just a fucking pretty good painting of a guy.
Yeah.
Like it's like you know like fucking Simon Bolivar, and he's like. Yeah, all right. It's just like a guy.
What would you prefer?
I prefer like some fucking weird shit.
Like what's it called? Abstract?
Not like abstract where it's like this red line on a white backboard of this, but like just something that's a little funky.
Yeah.
You know, like a little more modern art.
You know what I
but
really
not
liked?
Too modern kind of deal.
Did you see Mac Miller's new album?
No. It's yellow background.
I shouldn't say that. It's just like a new collection of music, like that. I like that.
Yeah, that's cool. That's like abstract modern art.
Yeah, but like for something like an album cover, if this went for $40 million, I would kill somebody.
Right.
But just like a collection of things and colors and all that kind of shit, I think that's pretty cool.
But and it was like there were some cool sculptures there and shit like that. Everything there looked like some shit they moved out of my grandparents' house.
How about this? You know what Zuckerberg's planning?
Completely renaming Facebook.
No, that's a clickbait headline. They're renaming like the parent company.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, like, they're not changing like the website. Obviously.
The website and the app are still going to be called Facebook.
Right.
Google's technically called Alphabet as like their
what
they're doing. It's in an effort to separate them from those scandals. But
I'm sure it's also an effort to make the government not break them up.
Definitely.
Like, hey, we're already breaking ourselves up. We're a couple different companies here.
He's coming up with the metaverse.
Oh, I saw this.
Which he's saying,
I didn't read that. I saw that.
He's saying is going to replace art. We're going to replace sculptures. Going to replace like everything. Because it's like you're not going to have to need those things anymore. You're going to like put on goggles and just like see them. So it's like you don't need to have a picture on the wall because you're just going to like have a picture on the wall programmed into your fucking AR goggles. Which is like, well, then where do we like? Well, you don't need clothes. You can walk around naked because they're going to project clothes onto you, and you don't need TV because you don't need to like. You know what I mean? It's like, well, if we're just going to get like Zuckerberg is saying he's going to replace things, stuff. You know what? And then in the year 2025, we got rid of stuff. Like that is
like I'm a fucking boomer in that sense. Like I gotta touch it. Like I buy books. I read books.
Yeah, NFTs and shit.
Yo, I subscribe to the New Yorker, the fucking print.
This motherfucker needs. You're a Wilbon. I need the ink on my hands.
Yeah,
I need the paper.
Send me the magazine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to scroll it on my phone. I really don't. I don't like it. I obviously scroll like Twitter and stuff like that. But if I'm reading something longer, I'd definitely rather have it.
What if Twitter was in a book? What if
it is right? It's all the Library of Congress. All our tweets.
Oh yeah,
I believe so.
I know.
Imagine getting canceled because somebody went to the Library of Congress.
I mean, like, I don't think it's printed out, but I think they're all stored on a hard drive, or maybe that's just the president's. I forget.
I know that you can get books made with people like 100 tweets for people. Like
oh really?
Yeah, like their last 100 tweets, which I would love as a gift for myself. I'm gonna get that for myself. I just imagine someone like at a coffee table, like being like KFC's tweets, like flipping through like a hard, like. I'd kill myself if I was Jewish. What? The Hondos? What? I think that's like some of my finest work. Put that into a nice like mahogany brown leather book.
But speaking of Jews, the other museum we went to was the worst museum. Like the other museum was fine. It was art that I don't really like, but it was whatever.
Yeah.
I kind of scrolled around. My dad loved the floors there. Motherfuckers in a room with $1 million of art. Millions of dollars
what
of
was
art.
The floor?
Regular stone
like
ass floor.
Linoleum?
He's like, it's a nice ass floor, huh?
That is some shit that like I don't know. Your dad has probably like renovated that new house, and he's like looked.
No,
at
he's not like a guy like that. He fucking likes art more. He liked the art a lot too, but like a couple times
the
he's
floor.
like, pretty good floor.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a nice floor. But the other museum we went to, and I was actually talking to Kelly Keys about it today, because I told her I went to a museum on the Lower East Side, and she goes, "Oh no, don't tell me it's." And I finished I was like, it's the tenement museum. And
yeah, you talked about this, yeah.
I did talk about this?
You talked about it we were, I think, in an interview, right? Or no, I definitely know you went to a tenement. I think it was during an interview.
Sounds familiar.
It's
been a long day.
Because I remember saying, like, you just went to a fucking museum for, like, apartments.
Yeah, well, it was just families.
Yeah.
Like, they were explaining, like what kids did.
Yeah.
I did all that?
No,
yeah, you did now that you bring it up.
Whatever, that's fine. But this
You'll
motherfucker,
hear this story.
this motherfucker goes to a couple museums and all of a sudden starts matching his mustache to his fucking velvet shirt.
What are you talking about?
Look
This
at
is a
that.
brown shirt.
Yeah, it says your mustache.
My mustache is red. I can tell it's red.
Got him. Yeah, all right.
Red mustache, I always said, was red.
No, your mustache is more. It's. I mean, it's definitely like ginger, but it's definitely got like a. It's close to that color. When you get water caught in that mustache?
I got water splashed up my nose.
That shirt is a statement.
This shirt's fucking nice,
It's
right?
it's velour.
Velour, yeah.
Velour. I would think.
I got it in seafoam too.
Right, that's what it was. I said once you have a seafoam velour shirt, you are just a homosexual man. When you tell people, he said Chris Stefano was in. He goes, I've got a seafoam velour
He said
shirt.
that shirt. Well, yeah, thanks. Got it in seafoam.
That
too.
looks like a shirt.
I'd get this in every color if they. I just didn't really like any of the other colors.
It's an awesome shirt. I feel like it looks like it's going to be 800 degrees, but then when I touched it, it's actually pretty light.
Yeah, I wore this on my museum walk the other day where they taught me what someone did with bricks during a riot. That was another thing.
Throw them at people?
They threw them through windows.
Yeah.
It was like grab an object, put it under this thing, and we'll tell you what they did. I was like, just took a brick because it was basically all bricks. That's all you could have. It was just bricks. They have bricks and coin purses. They kept money in that one.
What a shitty. You got to be ballsy to make a shitty museum. You make it, the Louvre, like, fine. This is a piece of, these museums become a piece of art themselves. To make a shitty museum, how do those even exist?
It's an all-time racket. It's an all-time.
It's got to be a drug front or something, right? Because it's got to be a big place.
No, because I think it's all fucking subsidized by the government and shit like that.
It's all
so
like protected fucking artsy things.
I want to see what a ticket costs because we were there for about 45 minutes, and I wonder how much money they made while spending $0.
I can't even think of the last time I went to a museum.
I only go when my
nothing.
fucking mom comes.
Yeah.
$30, so $90 for nothing.
nothing.
And what we did instead of that, which I wanted to do with my mom, I wanted to go and fucking film a video of her telling her to buy tickets at Gramercy Theater, and we did that instead.
You got that?
No, I didn't get that.
Oh, fuck.
That
would be great.
She wanted to do that. I wanted to go see Gramercy Theater.
Gramercy Theater, Friday, November 12th. It's 6:30 p.m. So basically, if you're a Friday Night Pints fan, you can come through and do Friday Night Pints with us. We'll be on stage. The whole KFC Radio gang will be there. We'll have some drinks. We'll kind of kick off the night and the comedy festival for the weekend. So we'll be live on stage. We're going to have hopefully some opening spectacle, if you will.
Yeah, I've had to DM some weird fucking people.
Yeah.
And what's our feedback thus far?
I'm still waiting on the one guy. I've emailed him, I've DM'd him, and then the couple I'm waiting to hear back from.
I basically talking to an agent who's in contact with the theater. I was like, what are the rules here? And he was like, no nudity. And I was like, what about gunplay, violence, light violence, sexual behavior? So we're hoping that when you come and as you're sitting down and as we open things up, that there's a full-blown circus to watch, maybe some special guests, but it's always a good time. We're going to get some crowd interaction going. It's what I'm describing it as the red band version of KFC Radio.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Because there's some stuff that we have been told we can't put out. We did that last episode.
Yeah.
It's happened again.
And when you see, KFC Radio is usually rated R. This is like, the NC-17 version where it's like, these are the cancelable things and the things that are really offensive.
And we won't take your phone. So
you can film it and put it out there. And then,
post it if you want. Yeah. I don't care.
That's so true. That's so true. It's like, we'll only do this here because there's no way you can get out to the public. Idiots.
Yeah, we don't give a shit. Fucking film the whole goddamn fucking thing. I don't care at all. Just buy a fucking ticket.
So if you want to get tickets, anywhere that you can click, if you're on YouTube, in the description of the video. If you are on our Instagram page, it's a link in bio. If you're on our Twitter, it's any of the links we're putting out. It's everywhere.
If you're on the internet, it's Google KFC
Radio at the Comedy Festival,
Gramercy
Gramercy Theater. Yeah, it's easy to find.
It's going to be awesome night. We're going to have drinks afterwards. It's going to be...
Yeah, we'll go across the street to the bar. So bring your friends. Tell your friends. Come on out.
I want everyone to bring... This is a challenge, actually. I would like 10 people to bring 10 people. You can all be individuals, but I would like 10 separate people there at least who have
like a
no
friend.
idea what KFC Radio is.
I
Because every time we've had that happen, people are like, you have an instant
I'm
fan
actually
base.
stunned. Every time we have literally every time, and because we've done live shows like years ago, we never did it like consistently, but whenever they happen, from 5-6 years ago till today, every time there's a new person in the crowd who doesn't know KFC Radio, we usually find out, we kind of single them out, and then afterwards they're like, that was great, and I'm now a fan, which surprises me because I feel like we're an acquired taste.
It's
usually
100,000%. If it's but also not an acquired taste because I've known me for 33 years and I don't care for it. I have flashes of like that's a pretty cool guy,
right? And that's what happens on stage.
Yeah.
And I feel like I would also love the KFC Radio live shows to become like little mini KFC Radio cons where it's like it's almost a meetup. I want people to meet each other and like fuck each other. I want people to date each other. I want like friends to be made. I want people to play Am I the Asshole and answer the internet with each other. Like, yes, you're coming to see us, but I would love it more to be like we all come together and it's like you have something in common,
Right.
So people, everyone's always like, oh, it's hard to find new friends in a new city when I move here, or how do you make friends as an adult? Like, here you go. We all got this shit in common. So, like, come on out. We're going to ask some questions. We're going to talk some shit. And it's just more of like a hangout than it is anything.
And if you bring someone who doesn't know what KFC Radio is, DM us that like you're going to be there.
Yeah, free merch.
And we will, sure. I was going to say we're just going to talk to that person.
Oh, definitely.
During the show.
Yeah,
we'll give free merch
if
too.
you bring somebody, and if you don't want to be involved, I know some people don't like that. You don't have to be involved. But if you want to, be in the show and point it out, we'll gladly talk to you and them. But yeah, I'll also throw you some new merch. We got Sad Boy season now. What's up?
I just put it in the Sox game.
Oh yeah.
I just got word in the Facebook group. Joe, the gay man married to his wife, is going to be there.
Perfect.
Oh!
So that even
DM him back right away.
Yeah, no,
Joe-
he
Joe-
posted on
Joe's
our
gonna be on
KFC Radio
stage.
like Facebook.
Yeah,
group, so
he's
Yeah,
gonna
Joe
be
will be a part of the show.
Joe will
you
be
know,
part of
stuff
it.
like
Yeah.
that. If you've done
I kind
any
of want
of
him
the,
to find out right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Joe, you're gonna be on stage at the show.
Yeah,
You can wear a mask or whatever. We probably. Well,
I think he's pretty out.
Yeah,
at
I
this
think
point.
you are. I think, but like, I meant that as in like the Frankenstein style.
Yeah, to
And,
be
like
if you're nervous.
Big Daddy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
get on the
yeah.
CV.
Right,
like,
right,
This
right.
isn't happening.
Yeah.
But the
Sit with your back to the crowd. Just talk to us. It's just me and you having a conversation. Don't worry. Yeah, I mean, like a guy like Joe. If you've been in any of the video voicemails, I mean, that dude Jordan, who was so high that he thought you could come with piss. He was so proud to be called the dumbest voicemail ever. If he wants to come through, you'll be a part of the show. If somehow, some way, the Milk Girls can fly across the country. I feel like they were on the West Coast for some reason.
Nah, they're Boston.
Oh
the
yeah,
Boston.
Listen,
I was
we're
gonna.
sure.
I think it was maybe the red hat. I figured Wisconsin.
Milk Girls
And the red hat and the idea
of drinking
of
milk.
funneling milk
Yeah,
nonstop.
like they're drinking unpasteurized milk straight from the cow in Wisconsin. If the Milk Girls want to come down, I promise you we'll show you a good time and put you on stage and all that shit. So anybody who's been, a part of the show or whatever you want to call it throughout the years, that's what I would really love to foster and create at KFC Radio Live. Because that's like the difference in our show. It's like, we're not like stand-up comics. We're going to put on a good show, but it's really much more about like the voicemails and talking directly to the fans and all that kind of shit. So anybody, if you'd love to be a part of the show, we'd love to have you. So Friday, November 12th, 6:30 show. It's early because we're part of the comedy festival and they got to get multiple shows in during the night. So it'll be more like a happy hour.
6:30's not that.
No,
early.
usually we'd be on stage at 7, so
Yeah.
it's just like a little bit earlier. So New York Comedy Festival, KFC Radio, November 12th, 6:30. Come through, come see us. Few things that I want to take care of, kind of like around the Barstool network. A lot of it coming out of the Chicago dog walk and draft and all that shit. They did the wedding draft, which was like one song, one food, one dance, one good thing, one bad thing. You know how they do it. And obviously the song, the music was a big part of it.
I mean, it was. I through the powers of deduction, I've learned. I believe it was Cons was team 1, and it is like Cons. It is the. I look at all the dog walk drafts.
Mm-hmm.
It is like Cons got to pick everything single one before
in
anyone
order?
else. It's,
Really?
I've never seen it as this big. He got the best pick in every single category.
So let's see. Team 1, number 1, Shout.
That's best song.
Yes. Number 2 for best hors d'oeuvre is Crab Cake.
Which isn't. I would have gone Beef Wellington there, but Crab Cake's
Yeah.
a solid choice as well.
Veteran move, tipping the bartender early.
That is
fantastic.
the vet move.
Worst thing, wedding entrances.
The worst thing.
And last thing is best tradition, the planned after party.
Yeah, like the rented bar or something like that.
Which I don't know if I would call that a tradition, but that's just a great move.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's we're a little loose on the idea of tradition there. I feel like tradition is like throwing the fucking bouquet and
Ugh,
like,
that
those,
stinks.
things
But
like
actually,
that.
I honestly don't know if I've ever been to a wedding where they did that.
Yeah, he dominated. If that's him, Cons, yeah. I mean,
he replied to me.
absolutely.
I said, it looks like Team 1 did my move where they just walk in with only first rounders.
Mm-hmm,
And Cons replied, if that dude's having a wedding, it's one I'd want to be at.
Got it. So
So
yeah, that's him.
that makes you think.
So the other songs
He also, I saw a lot of people saying he might have just shot himself in the foot with that.
with his own wedding.
Yeah, well, no, because admitting like that it's him, like they.
Oh,
ban
they're not going to
people
vote
for
for him?
that.
Oh, because you're not going to vote for him?
Honestly,
No, they ban people for that shit. Like, dog. If you tell people like this is mine, vote for me.
I think with
got
Cons it works backwards. I
Yeah,
think
I
he's
was going to
costing
say people are
himself
going to vote.
votes.
Yeah, he's not going to win. He is no longer going to win, but he can be like, I won this shit, you know?
I think it's such a blowout, he'll still win. But I think Cons outing himself would cost himself votes.
It absolutely would. Like, same thing with me. If I ever told people that it was me, I would lose votes, no doubt. So the songs were, in order, the number 1 overall pick, Shout. The number 5 overall pick, Living on a Prayer. Then you skip all the way to 10, 11. Then the 12th pick, I Want to Dance with Somebody. And then much, much later, I Don't Want to Go Home.
Which, that's Chief, because Chief blogged it. Which also is outing himself. Like, Chief blogged that earlier in the day. So
What
you're
is
gonna get
I
mad.
Don't Want to Go Home?
It's a song I hadn't heard of either. And he says in the blog most people haven't heard of it. It's a very
That's
good
a
song.
bad pick.
It's a very, yeah. It's a I think that was his last pick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's a pick. You kind of tell one of those ones where you want to tell a story because this is a cool story. It's like they play it the last song at all his family weddings or something like that. But it's a good song.
And
it's
then the very last pick for song was "At Last" by Etta James. I think it is. At last, my man has come home. Right? Is
I don't know that
song?
one.
I
I honestly don't. The only wedding song I would ever be able to name is "Shout."
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think there's like a wedding.
"Shout" is the #1 overall wedding song. Period. Stop. That's it. And you're right. That's the only like wedding song.
Right.
You know, there's other songs that are good to play at a wedding, but wedding song.
My question to you is this too: was that considered? It was always
Yeah,
it was
when did that happen?
always a hit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But Wedding
did it
Crashers
become?
put that into another gear.
Probably. It probably was already happening, and then they did it, and then it became a thing. Clem has a very funny blog. Clem missed Shout at his own wedding. He was in the bathroom, and there's a.
I think he's taking pictures. Isn't
No,
he
he
like?
said he was taking a piss.
Oh, they maybe I think he maybe said one time like, "It's me. Here's a picture of me like hearing Shout come on."
Yeah, no,
So maybe
no.
he was
I
leaving
think
the
I think he made
bathroom?
it back to the dance floor, and they were like, "Shout," because he made it back for like the tail end,
Uh-huh.
and people were like, "Come on!" And it was like, "It's too late." And there's a picture of him, a gif of him, in a incredibly oversized suit, tux. I don't know. I mean, he didn't even come close to getting that thing tailored. Just going like, "Oh my god!" And apparently, Shout's like a really big deal to him and his family. So I don't know.
Dude,
If that doesn't summarize life as the groom at your wedding, like nobody would ever do something without the bride, like a big moment like that. They were just like, "We'll do the biggest moment of all without the groom." I don't know. Where is he? Who cares? Fucking A.
Dude, my sister's wedding recently, they did a little bit louder now. Like now they did towards the end of the night. I think that is the best time to do it. I think that's
See,
an
these
argument as well.
are the things we need to. Yes, we have a couple
but
debates here to have.
It was like kind of like started off the last third. Like it kind of kicked off the last run of the night. But we started dancing right away, and we never stopped. And so kicking on the last third, you've been dancing for 2 hours,
Yeah.
2.5 hours. We've been dancing for a long ass time. And he did a little bit quiet. He did that twice.
So you had to go down.
That
and
second,
up,
that
down
second
and up.
time, bro. I was like,
Getting
I got
low?
like this low. I
Yeah,
was
no,
like, I'm not getting any.
There are
further.
times if I get low, I'm not coming back up.
The first time I was fucking mopping the floor with my ass because I had sprayed beer everywhere. But it was like once you fucking start doing.
See,
the,
okay, so Shout is the #1 song. It's the only true wedding song in my mind. And there was first a debate that Chief said you should lead off with Shout to get everyone going.
This is a guy who doesn't know how to get a party started. This is Wallflower Ed. Doesn't appreciate people getting up on the dance floor early and often. I want people out there. I want people feeling good. Shout gets that done. It's like going with your ace in the first game.
I mean, that's so wrong on so many levels, and everything you just said is why. You empty the tank, and you do things like you spray beer, you throw people in the air, you rip your shirt off, you take your tie off, and then if you do that at the beginning, like, the dance floor's a wreck. You're a sweaty mess. You
haven't etten dinner yet.
Right. I mean,
Usually,
I understand
we
the
got there for a
idea
little
of
bit
coming in
before
hot,
dinner.
but you do that with another song.
Yeah.
You know? I think what you got to do, I don't even think it's the last third. I think it's like the third to last song. I think you maybe have like a slower song or maybe something sentimental to you, but I think it's like you know how the penultimate episode of TV is often the best one before the finale. That's what Shout should be.
See, but that's kind of because the songs are so brief. That's kind of what it is. I'm not exactly my science of last third, but
how much time do you think should be after Shout?
15, 20 minutes.
Oh, I was gonna say 10 to 15. Okay. So yeah, same idea. Probably more like 10, because I think it should be. If Shout ends and it's like get the fuck out because the open bar is over and our time at the venue is over and all that kind of shit, that's not good either. You want to be able to like almost laugh and talk about Shout a little bit, get one more drink, whatever. So you play a couple more songs after that, but it's got to be the end. It's the grand finale. It's the like. We might break some shit, and, like you can't.
Again, I did mine as spraying beer, and then guess what? That makes the dance floor really slippery.
Right, people
started falling, like old people started falling.
Right away.
Fast. And my dad, Mr. Insurance, was like, "What happened here?" And I was like, "I don't know.
Couldn't be me." You want people to, it takes people a little while to dance. Like you can't do Shout sober and tight. You got to dance, loosen up. So it comes at the end, no doubt. That's the first debate to be had. The second debate, also from Chief, is that no wedding band, only wedding DJ.
This
This is more lunacy.
I can't even begin to. Actually, could you pull up his blog? Because I guess people said his blog made more sense.
No. There's only one argument. I don't care. The only thing he can say that has any merit is that sometimes a band can't play a song. Now let me qualify here. You have to have a good band.
Yeah, right.
Like, yes, shitty bands are a problem, and the DJ is always going to be. You can also have a shitty DJ, by the way.
Oh,
that's a problem too. So, mostly exclusively they are bad. Usually,
exclusively bad.
Right.
If you're a wedding DJ,
you're pretty fucking bad. Yeah.
That is.
Think about just any other time you want to enjoy music, like when you go to the people used to make fun of the Blackout Tour and Dante being like, it's just a laptop that you press play, because when you go to like a concert, you want to see like a show and like you watch them perform and all that, and that's what makes it awesome. You get a little taste of that at your fucking wedding. That is what is great about it. Like anybody can just DJ, but you want to have like. And again, I
don't think anybody can. Anybody can wedding DJ.
Anybody can play
anybody
music.
Anybody can.
I'm saying again, it has to be good. Where you want to have the guy who like my guy was like walking out through the crowd at one point, hyping it up and making jokes and all that shit.
Before Shout, this guy had my sister redo the vows with her husband, and it was he's like, and now you take your beloved's hand, and it was we were like, we should have fucking canceled church. We're all we all fucking renounce Catholicism
for this dude.
This guy's our guy. It was fucking unbelievable. A band can provide electricity, feed off electricity. A DJ, a wedding DJ. Yes, you go to fucking Lollapalooza.
Sure.
You see a real
doing
good
blends
DJ.
and mixes and shit.
Right.
But this guy, you have to pick the right songs in the right order and all that shit. There's a science to it. But a band is gonna provide your own unique twist to it, and it's gonna be a spectacle. Now let's read what he
Wedding
says
bands stink even when they're all right. I mean,
wedding bands stink even when they're great. I mean, listen, I don't want to. I don't know what. What people's budgets are. I don't know what kind of weddings people have been to. We emptied the fucking tank on my wedding band. It was very expensive. She had the lead singer had radio hits. She was a real singer, and it was fucking incredible. Playing songs that sound exactly like this. He was saying nobody can sing like Whitney, and it was well, this girl came pretty fucking damn close.
Dude,
so
I'm fucking 6-7 beers deep, just ripping up a floor.
Yeah,
I'm not I don't know. That doesn't sound like Whitney Houston up there. As long as a good singer,
it doesn't matter. Right. Yeah, and if you get some people with horns and trombones and shit, it's a whole fucking experience. Let's see what he's saying though. Wedding bands play.
Yeah, it's a dental hygienist. Well, no, you hire a wedding band.
Yeah, don't have a shitty. Right. We went to.
I'm not having my fucking aunt come sing.
You
hire a wedding band.
Auditions. We went to a spot in the city where other couples were, and it was in a studio, and all these bands played. But it was honestly, it felt like Taken. It really did feel like Taken. You're bidding on the virgins. The Isley Brothers and Lou Bega. I'll admit there's a certain panache to a wedding with a live band. Yeah,
way fancier,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's way fancier. It's classier. It's cooler. It's like when you go to a rap concert and people are like, oh, it's there's not much to see. You go to a rock concert and you see them all playing live instruments. It's a fucking thing. I'm not seeing anything in this blog that makes it better in theory than in practice. I just think, unfortunately, Chief has not been to a good wedding band.
Is this the whole blog right here?
Rico confirmed that live bands can't play
that's
levels.
the whole blog? Someone said, this is the problem with the goddamn fucking internet. I saw Chief quote tweet one person who said, we read the blog, you changed my mind. No, Chief, that argument stinks.
I bet you, by the way, a live version of levels you can do in a way. I bet you can get a guitar riff going and you can do it, and it's then it becomes fucking awesome. Because that's the point, is when you do things like that, when all of a sudden Get Low is played by a band, it's oh, what? They're doing something that shouldn't be on the guitar, and in a live band that is, and then it becomes fucking awesome. But you could do levels with a fucking band.
Also, bands take breaks. That's when you play the songs that bands can't play.
Right. Sure.
Band takes a little break for fucking desserts. I saw them have a little cup of coffee. It is. I've been to weddings with DJs. I've been to weddings with bands. It is so clear, so far and away, band, that I don't even really know. I don't even think I presented an argument here.
I know.
It's just
a
clearly band.
Chief is saying a couple dumb things that we have to argue here.
It's
that
Bands are better.
led to the third argument because Eddie brought this up on his other show, the Dave Portnoy show, and Dave was talking about other songs. I have like black knuckles. What is that? I have like some weird black shit on my knuckles. Dave Portnoy is someone who I almost like exclusively disagree with, right? Not because I want to or like I'm trying to. It's just like everything that man has ever said and thought. I am always like, I don't think that. We are just polar opposites in every way, diametrically opposed. He said Shout is the number one song, so we agree there. He said that the other contender, a song that you could make an argument is bigger and better than Shout at a wedding, is We Are Family.
It is. I
don't think I've ever heard it played at a wedding.
I was gonna say,
And as a
it
matter of-
definitely wasn't played at my sister's wedding,
And-
which is like, I keep bringing that up. It was like 2 weeks ago. It's
I'm
not referring to a wedding from like 6 years ago.
Right.
It's the wedding I just went to.
Right.
But
I've known many weddings where that's on the Do Not playlist.
I would guess it was on the Do Not playlist of hers. I don't know.
I think the We Are Family is up there with like the Electric Slide, where it's like, don't play that shit. It's gonna like ruin the vibe.
I don't
we
even know.
are family. That's like the Toyota-thon commercial. You know what I mean? No,
I don't know
thank you.
if you didn't say it in that tone, I don't know if I know what the We Are Family song is.
Right.
But you know the We Are Family song? Like
Yeah, it's like sing it.
We. Oh yeah, that one.
Right.
I don't think it's not fast paced.
No,
it's not
and
loud.
Dave was saying, "Don't you get it?" It's like the families are coming together. It's like, yeah, I get it, but it's just a shitty song.
But also they're not.
right. Also, they kind of.
I'll see those people 3 more times the rest of my life.
Like the grandparents are meeting each other. They're never gonna fucking see each other. And it's not. It's just at the end of the day, it's just not a good song to dance to and
I don't
party
think it's a
to,
good song.
so, like,
Period.
No.
We are family. Is it my brothers or my sisters? and me?
Yeah, no, it's a terrible song.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Can you name the band? If you can't name the band, it's probably not a great song.
There's another one, Celebration by Cool in the Gang.
Celebrate. No.
I hate that.
Hate it, yeah.
I hate that. I hate the Electric Slide.
I hate YMCA.
I hate Cotton Eye Joe. I hate YMCA. I hate most of those. What I do like, Shout is like a staple that is a thing that I obviously love. I do like a little cha-cha slide, a little Cupid shuffle. I can get down with those. As far as
I think
the gimmicky
Shout
things.
is the only one of those I find bearable. I can't do Cupid Slide. I can't. I think of like the cliche
that's what I mean.
songs.
If you told me you don't want to have any gimmicks, I'd be like,
Right,
cool,
give me.
bet. But if you don't want, if you want some of those, because I do understand that it's like you do have to have some songs for like your aunt and uncle. Who,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it can't all be like new rap songs and shit. So like those are the more tolerable ones, I think. The wobble, maybe, I don't know. That's not a popular one, but some of these things that are dances that can get a little like corny, but also like everybody can do them because there's steps to them. But like We Are Family is you can't try to tell me that a song can A, touch Shout, and B, be like a top contender if it's also on a do not playlist for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Those two things, just that Venn diagram doesn't intersect. And he was so adamant about it. I was like, this is a freezing cold take.
Were people furious? Eddie was like, I don't think one person mentioned it.
I can't imagine being like, yeah, we are like, dude, We Are Family. Like, come back from the bar. We Are Family's on. No, I can't have that.
I haven't been to a ton of weddings, but I don't have a memory of We Are Family being played at any of them.
Now I'll tell you something. 2 songs that I think are modern classics. One pretty obvious. One I think is a little deeper cut that I think is going to be played for years and years to come. Mr. Brightside is a big time, at least white people, wedding banger.
For sure.
Also think Walk the Moon, Shut Up and Dance With Me.
Oh, that's a
great wedding
That
song.
one, I was trying to think of other songs that burned it down. Burned it down.
The last
Big
wedding I was at,
time.
I think those were back to back or very close to each other, and it was like, whoa, this can go toe to toe with the Shout vibe because it was like, and again, it's white people dance type shit.
Yeah.
But it is a spectacle when those songs come on, and Mr. Brightside's obviously like a smash hit, but Walk the Moon is one that I think is a little like under the radar that really gets it going.
That one, this one I am not putting on that level. I want to be very clear about that. It is not. It is definitely those Shout. It is definitely not those two, which I agree with you are a little more modern, working
modern
their
classic,
way
yeah.
in. Shallow don't miss.
Shallow?
Shallow
Ooh.
don't miss.
The-
Shallow,
the-
Shallow was the one that kicked off our dance floors. Like
Really?
before
People dancing
dinner,
to it?
because it starts like just a little slow, like because it's not
Talking
intimidating.
Wait, Shallow from
from
the movie.
A Star Is Born.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't
Isn't that like a sad song?
people didn't rush the dance floor or anything like that, but like,
Yeah.
enough people went out there kind of like bopping around. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
you do have to ease into it.
But then it's like
It picks
towards
up.
the end of that song, it's like in the shower.
Yeah, that's a good sing-along song. Yeah.
So it kind of like worked people in.
Yeah.
It's like a free candy on the side of a van. It's inviting. and then once
we got you.
And then once it gets going, it's chaotic.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, your clothes are off. But yeah, I think those we can lay to rest the debates. Like there was no debate on any of these. They're all like three. Like no.
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah,
doubt about
I don't think we had a single debate. We just kept going. Yeah, this is the right answer.
Right.
This is right. And it's
Like,
not
Chief, you're
just
wrong,
the
Chief,
two
you're
of
wrong,
us.
Dave,
Does
you're wrong.
anyone
That's
in here disagree with any of us?
Yeah, no. I mean I think we just found like the two people on the planet Earth who had a couple really wrong wedding opinions and happened to be on a platform.
Even
you know?
like the Snapchat guys, like Steve and John, they were like what did you guys? And I always put my microphone back on, so I thought they were asking for the video. Nah, they just wanted to talk about it.
Yeah.
They're
There is something. I do want to debate about it, but just there's
there
debates to be had. Yeah. Also, what was interesting, there was some serious shit on the Dave Portnoy show. Kmarko sat down with Dave for his like first appearance on a podcast or a video or anything in like a year now, and a lot of people were asking like for my opinion on it. I mean, what went down with Keith was a weird thing for like the veterans, because like Barstool has changed so fucking much over the last like 10, 12, 15 years, but certainly the last couple years things got just wild with how political the world got and cancel culture and blowing up and getting rich and gambling being legalized and all this shit. So it was like, we changed a lot very quickly. And the whole Keith situation was a shitty one for the like OG guys who were, we were with Keith and like built it from the beginning. But that was one of the more interesting podcast conversations I've ever seen. Because if you're an old school OG stoolie and you like know the whole tale and know the people involved in it, that was a wild one, particularly because usually Dave doesn't. It was a weird. Keith stayed incredibly calm.
Which that didn't surprise me. The Keith stayed calm because Keith's always calm, but Dave surprised me. I thought I saw the I saw the picture of I think Dave Portnoy showed up on Instagram, whatever, and I thought, well, this isn't gonna go good.
Yeah,
I thought this was gonna be like a screaming match or something
Yeah.
like that, and then I said, because I don't think it's gonna go good, because I don't see a world in which it goes good, I'm actually thinking it's going to go fine.
Right.
Which is what happened.
And it did.
More or less.
Yeah. I thought Keith, no matter what you think of the situation, Keith deserved a conversation about being demoted or having his role changed or whatever you want to call it. You can't be one of like the founding guys, be here for a decade, and find out on a podcast that you basically lost your role. That's just, I don't care. You could be as wrong gets.
Dave admits as much.
And he did. Yeah. Right.
Which is like, it also, like, I don't know. Like, I think if I honestly God, if I found out I got fired, I would not be surprised, because I understand how Dave operates.
But so that's the thing.
Like, if I show up to, there have been plenty of times where I throughout in later years, not so much, but like where I went to log into like HQ, and I was like,
maybe today I'm not in.
I might not.
Yeah.
I actually don't know how to do it anymore. I had to call Nick the other day.
When you called me, you just said, how do I blog? And I was like,
Well, big fly.
Yeah, fucking God.
Chris Sale had a 9-pitch first inning and then first pitch the second inning.
What was I gonna say?
That's what people don't like.
Yeah,
the subtext of that conversation was you have to know who Dave is and who he isn't, and who Keith is and who he isn't. And then all of that kind of makes sense and how that happened. And like the fact that Dave even like had apologized or said he did it wrong, like you don't get apologies from Dave Portnoy. And if he does do it, that means he knows he fucked up and he owned it. But that whole problem comes from bad communication. And we've always been bad at Barstool about that because we're not like a boss and employee. We're kind of like teammates, and we're also kind of like competitors. And we are not friends, but we're also like around each other all of the time. We're friendly, but not,
I'd go so far as say I'm friends with a lot of the people here.
Not. That's what I mean. Like, not really with Dave. Like, it's like.
Oh, with Dave.
Yeah,
okay, I thought you
yeah.
were saying like Barstool as a whole.
Yeah.
With
no.
Dave, yes. Yeah.
So it's like we're cool, but we're not friends. So it's not going to be like, yo, man, like you hurt my feelings or something like that. You know, you're not going to get a attaboy. You're not going to get I'm sorry's. And then when there's no communication like that, and in this case it was like Keith needed to communicate with Dave about something. And there was a miscommunication. It's like, yeah, no fucking kidding there was. Like, there's always I'm surprised there was a miscommunication because usually there's just no communication. And that's what leads to unfortunate, like, situations like this. I think there's much deeper stuff about, like, I'm sure both sides are exaggerating certain things. Dave being like, I don't think you do any work. Keith saying he worked harder, 16-hour days. Things that were like, all right, both of you guys are, relax. But for OG Barstool fans, that was one of the more like compelling conversations. It was a little bit circular. It just kind of kept going at one point. Dave even said as much. But for what I thought was going to be like screaming and yelling and emotional and hot-headed was pretty much just like, yeah, man, I fucked up one time and I think I deserved a longer leash. And Dave being like, I think there was more to it than that, and it was a big enough fuck up to warrant a move. I knew I needed to make a move. It's just an interesting look to see, like, heavy lies the crown for Dave. Like, you got to make like tough decisions. And also for people who like think they could be Barstool bloggers or whatever, it's like it's not an easy job to be like when you're trying to do the corporate side of it, where it's like I have to like do my job and do my role and communicate and da-da-da. It's like this is not the place to do that. So that kind of shit can like be your downfall, really. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't really about content as much as it was about like having defined roles and work, all that kind of shit.
Which is the
we never did
that we don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that's what was good about it, but that's what's bad about it. It's like it can be your undoing. So in that case, it sucks for Keith, but he was kind of over it, and I thought like actually handled himself really, really well.
I do think I feel bad for Keith that he like thinks that he definitely seems to just not like us anymore, which is fine.
He said that like there's not as many people or nobody had his back, and I'm wondering who that means. If he's talking about like management or he's talking about like guys like us, because it's also like we've fostered a place where I'm not gonna like jump into this beef and fall on that grenade and fall on that sword. But
here's my thing, because Dave brought up the same thing with the, he got mad people weren't defending him for being called a racist or whatever. It's one of those things where, like, I didn't know either of those things were happening. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't know Dave was being called. I remember talking to Eric about it. I'm like, where? Show me the article you want me to reply to. Yeah. Like, if people were tweeting him saying they are. Like, what? And also, is it on me to say Dave's not a racist? I never thought that.
Right.
But with Keith, like, I don't even know what the where the back was to be had.
It was a Minahan thing. It's off in that world, and I mean, listen, over the last, I think we started in a certain way, and 10, 12, whatever years later, it's kind of like every man for himself in a lot of aspects. It's like, I don't know, nobody fucking had my back when shit went down for me, or when I'm in the mud, or when I'm trying to get canceled. It's like, you fight your own fights,
Yeah.
And
yeah, actually, you're a pretty good person to ask. Were there a lot of people who, like, Kevin didn't fuck me?
Yeah. I mean, I remember the very first thing, Dave being like, yeah, he looks like a scumbag. And I was like, I would have preferred you to say something else there, dude.
Right.
But I understand that as the evidence was presented, I look like a scumbag. I had, talked to him about some things that maybe he could have relayed to the audience and the public. He didn't. I didn't love that, but I also didn't expect it, and I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna cry about it. So, it's a dramatic world in the Barstool world. But that was the first time, that OG people and Dave, like that was, I can't think of another time really. Most of the drama is new people coming and going and shit like that. Alex.
That's what that happened with when he was Keith talking about Brandon trying to put blogs up. I was like, what the fuck was Brandon Walker trying to blog?
Brandon Walker was getting shut down?
He's like, I had to cancel 10 of Brandon's blogs. I was like, what was he? Like, Brandon was fired up about Mississippi changing the state flag.
That is one thing. I will go to bat for Keith 100% on this. Being like, dude, how could you publish a politically charged blog like that? in the year 2020 and 2021, when the world was more politically charged than fucking ever, there was a lot of politically charged shit going on at Barstool Sports.
Yeah.
Like that blog.
We had a podcast called The N-Word.
We had a podcast that was an acronym, NIGG. I mean, come on.
It's called The N-Word. And it just got put out.
That is such a great point. If I'm Keith, I would be like, bro, what? You're coming at me?
I remember I was at dinner with my parents and Martha's Vineyard, and I got like 6 different phone calls. I was like, do you see what this fucking podcast is called? And I looked.
Now
I was like,
it's gonna get extremely real.
I think at first I said I don't get it. It's like, what do you mean? And I looked at the acronyms. I was like, oh my fucking god,
bro, that was one of the wilder missteps of all time.
I think that one pretty good too. The people who named that podcast didn't tell the other members of the podcast.
That's crazy.
That what the name was gonna be.
To be like,
So
yeah,
you want
let me
to
be
have a
part of this?
conversation with me? By the way, I'm gonna call it clan meeting.
By the way,
Dude,
it's
I thought
called,
we just sit down and talk about work for 45 minutes.
God, that's what I mean. That was a wild time, bro. And that it's unfortunate that it led to like a permanent decision, because that's almost like when you have a really, really bad fight with your girlfriend or boyfriend and you both say like, things got a little out of hand last night.
Yeah.
That was like 2020 to 2021. Like shit got a little crazy. Let's calm down. That was Anchorman. That things escalated, huh? We had a podcast called The N-Word. You stabbed someone with a trident. Crazy times, man. Crazy times.
Called the N-Word.
Goodness
And not
gracious.
the N-Word. It was just called the N-Word. Imagine I just screamed it there.
We should just beep it and make people think that you did. All right, let me tell you a little something about Nectar Sunglasses as we keep the podcast moving here. I'm rocking Nectar Sunglasses right now if you're watching on YouTube. These are the type of sunglasses I like, by the way. Not that I'm not in favor of some of these more stylish, if you will, flashy types of sunglasses, which they also have at Nectar. But these, I can wear these in 1991, 2021, 30,021. These are going to play.
Yep.
You know, just some black shades, blue frames, blue lenses.
It looked nice with the shirt, too.
Yeah?
Yeah, with your shirt, you look sharp.
I like that. And it's just, square, not too weird, it's not lame by any means. It plays. And that's what Nectar Sunglasses has. Quality sunglasses with good materials that are stylish. They've also got, alongside it, the blue light filtering spectacles, which has that nice little blue tint to it, filters out the blue light, helps your eyesight, also stylish in its own right. And both of these things are covered by a lifetime warranty. Lifetime, bro. Like, as long as you're alive, these are covered. You break them, they're covered. They're gone, you're covered. You can go back and get yourself a replacement pair. No questions asked at nectarsunglasses.com/KFC. You can live your life worry-free, whether it's the glasses, whether it's the sunglasses. They start at just $50, and then that's it, theoretically. Let's say you buy 2 pairs, $100. Then that's it. You're never going to pay ever again because you have the lifetime warranty. And right now, if you go to nectarsunglasses.com/KFC, you buy the shades, you can get the blue light filtering glasses for free. They're the best-selling blue light blockers to help keep your eyes protected. That's Nectar, Nectar, sunglasses.com/KFC. $50, lifetime warranty. Get the free blue light filtering glasses. What more can you ask for?
I was going to tell you guys, it looks like the ATI account was hacked, but the only thing that's been happening on it is some guy in India is watching a lot of Indian porn on it.
What does that mean?
Our ATI, what's been hacked? Our YouTube account has been hacked.
So, yeah, they think it's actually coming from, like, the parent account. They're changing all the passwords right now.
Okay.
But I went in the other day, and all the recently watched, it was all in, like, Arabic and stuff, and then I clicked watch recently, and it was all, like, just a bunch of porn. And
there's Indian porn on YouTube?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
And then on top of it, well, no, it wasn't posted on ours. It was, like, somebody on the account. Like, they're not posting things. They're just watching stuff on our account. So there's Indian porn, and then there's, like, just funny videos. Like, you could see it's just somebody late at night, just, like, going funny video. Let's see if some porn's on here. Yeah.
This feels like when Like in Always Sunny when Frank is pranking people and he cuts the shower curtain and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna tie a shirt in knots. I'm gonna hack their account.
I'm
gonna watch
auditing
Indian
him.
porn. All right. How do we get
jerk
hacked?
off taxes? Next year the IRS is gonna audit the piss out of them.
Well, ATI, by the way, what do we have up? Who do we have up? Sam Morril just posted, and then
we haven't announced next week, so I say we just move Chrissy.
Yeah. Next week, Chris DiStefano is back. He'll be on the podcast, and he's back on Answer the Internet.
Are we going to do just a full Chrissy D week?
We should. Yeah, because I got him on the Kevin Clancy show, too, which usually is more serious. And we talked about, like, being a single dad and stuff, but we also just talked for, like, 30 minutes about sucking each other's dicks. There are a lot of great comics, entertainers, personalities, porn stars that have done Answer the Internet. A lot of people have gotten a ton of views. No one in the world is better than Chris DiStefano. Dan Soder has better individual moments. Chris DiStefano, top to bottom, start to finish, his ATI performances are unbelievable. It's hard to think that Chris DiStefano has, that his Shooting the Shit podcast material is better than his stand-up, because his stand-up is fucking amazing. When it comes to just like off the rip riffing with people, it's so fucking funny. His voice, his opinions, his stories, it's just fucking nuts. So Answer the Internet, Chris will be back. He was the one who really set Answer the Internet off. Like, he was the first time we got like a few 100,000 views.
You're right, but we also got to stop saying that shit. Because he's going to come knocking.
It's like, I own this shit.
Trust me. Yeah. As a guy who it's happened to a time or two, got to shut our fucking mouths about Chris being a launching pad for Answer the Internet.
You're right. It was our idea. It was our genius. Okay, so we're going to, since we were talking about, a little throwback, talking about Keith and Dave and old school Barstool, we got to do an old school blog topic here. A little, what we used to do is we used to find dumb internet articles, and we would critique them, and we would blog about them. Mostly, a lot of these things often came from BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed at the time, remember when BuzzFeed was being valued at $750 million?
Oh, I think it's more than that now.
Is it still? It went up more?
I would guess so.
I love that we caught up. The fact that we actually ended up being 100.
Because I remember when like we were trying to play catch up a little bit, where it was like, all right, we need to do listicles now.
Yes.
And we started doing, and we did quizzes. Remember we did quizzes like,
oh my God,
which Barstool blogger are you?
But it worked.
Which was sick.
So annoying.
Which was, it was massive.
Yeah.
It was like cool. Millmore did all the art for it.
That was
I'm
one
gonna
of
see
those
if that
things.
still exists.
You live long enough to become the villain, sort of thing. It's like if you want views on the internet, you got to do top fives. You got to do lists. You got to do quizzes. You got to do, which one are you? You got to do all those things. And we used to make fun of it. Like, I would love to, trying to think of a good analogy. It's almost like a band making like weird music and being like, we're not going to make like pop music. And it's like, okay, well, we're going to like go like Diamond, dude. And we're going to tour the world.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We used to be like, we're not going to do this shit. And BuzzFeed was like, okay, well, we're worth $1 billion, Barstool, I think we did it the right way.
Page is gone. Dan's
it.
is still up with a link to mine. Dan had top 5 most bizarre answers. This is from 2014. And it starts with, so most of you have seen Feidelberg's Which Barstool Blogger You Quiz, which I guess I blogged it, but I didn't create it. I don't know how to do that shit.
No, that was probably, remember, what was his name? Jeff.
Wait, I guess I did do this.
The design menace, Jeff?
Yeah.
Did you come up with the questions, maybe?
I don't know. He said, now how it worked was Feidelberg emailed all of us a list of questions last week, and we all replied to them with just our responses. So it's 100% closed ballot. No one knows the answer, blah, blah, blah. 5, favorite sport, MMA. Which blogger?
From back in like 2015?
14. Which blogger said MMA? And I also, by the way, I don't think we're going to get the answers to this.
No, I know.
Because the images are
blacked
down.
Out, yeah.
I don't know. Dan said, I like MMA. I'll order an occasional fight. You got it? Of course you do.
I don't know if the pictures are in. It just loaded.
No, I honestly don't think this is going to work.
Probably
yeah.
not. All the hyperlinks are dead.
God,
yeah.
Look at that blog.
That's Barstool. Oh, wait, no, it's
working.
coming up.
It's working.
But see, wait, can you find this blog from Dan?
Yeah, I'm looking.
The top 5 most bizarre answers.
When I see the old quote unquote super page, as we called it,
Yeah.
super blog, I get nostalgic as fuck, man.
It is.
I used to love blogging, dude. Loved it.
So Dan basically says, like, you know, MMA can't be your favorite sport. It's
Well, now it definitely can.
it can't. I still think if it's your favorite sport, you're still a weirdo.
Oh, you're a weirdo, but it's become like
It's more mainstream for sure. But if it's like
you know what it is?
Robbie's a self-proclaimed weirdo. Robbie will tell you he's a weirdo.
Definitely. You
He's
know what
great.
it is, though?
He's a lovable weirdo. But he's a weirdo.
It's the favorite sport of like celebrities. You notice that?
It's
Like,
a favorite
like
sport.
lot
It's a favorite sport of celebrities who fucking were nerds.
Yeah.
A
lot of comedians.
That seems like a shot at Bob. It's not a shot at Bob. It's a shot
no,
at
he's
Travis
a nerd.
Barker and MGK.
Yeah, those guys.
Like,
yeah.
where it's like, we
Justin
didn't play
Bieber,
sports.
Travis Barker, MGK, all the comedians. Like, you ever notice that like no comedians really like talk about football? They just talk about like fucking fighters. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's like a Joe Rogan thing, like copycat.
yeah,
but
I'm
it's
sure
like,
that's what
what
it
the
is.
fuck? You guys just don't have like a favorite baseball team? What's going on here?
Favorite part of a girl. Personality. Oh, okay. Here's what I think it is. I think these were options, and not someone's actual
choices.
Because no gay guys worked here at that time.
No, dude, no gay
Although
guys
gay
picking
guys
the
hate,
personality
gay
of a
guys
girl.
hate girls more than
Girl,
fucking,
their favorite body part of a girl would probably be their tits.
Pat is my experience with gay men is limited to New York's bathrooms. But the but Pat just hates women.
What? Yeah.
Pat'll tell you. Pat'll say that. He's like, I think it was they provide nothing.
They
for
have
me.
no use. Yeah, they have no use. They're just emotional
Pat
like
is-
beings. You know,
Pat
they're just irrational beasts to them.
Gets very
Do you
upset.
think gay guys like chicks' asses or tits more? Like, what's more like kind of, I guess, like funny to you or like appealing? You know,
what's
like
more funny is definitely
not funny, but like
well,
I don't know. If you see a chick like in a when you see like celebrities on the red carpet, are you like nice rack or nice ass?
nice ass. I like don't even notice girls' boobs.
Yeah.
Like really, I just like.
Well, that's
don't.
also 'cause you're
I
an adult.
don't.
I'm
Jackie's
straight
giving me
and I
a
barely
look.
even recognize
It's true.
tits.
I mean, it's just. I mean, I'm also tits are boys. We've said that before. It's fact.
The number 3 weirdest answer was favorite vacation spot, Paris. Dan says what I said on the last one. He said, I think Feits messed up and sent this quiz to a girl as well. 2, what are you doing on a Friday night? Having sex. So excuse me, Mr. Sex Guy. If your answer is Friday night having sex.
What's your average Friday night? Fucking.
Bro, Friday night.
You could catch me inside someone.
This past Friday night, I fucking sat on the couch for so long that when I got up at one point, got some food and sat back on the couch and plopped on the couch like so, it was just fart air. It was so much fart air that was stuck in the cushions that I started laughing out loud to myself on the couch.
Fart air.
I was like, there is a disgusting amount of fart air trapped in this couch.
Fart air.
Because the couch, if you don't want fart air to come out, don't make a couch out of a sponge.
Wise words. I think Aristotle once said that. If you don't want fart air, don't make a couch out of a sponge. Fart air, I'm picturing a airline called Fart Air. And it's just a bunch of fat guys ripping ass in a tiny cabin in like economy. Just farts everywhere.
And then number 1 is brand new most wear, DC. Dan says, this one baffles me. I had no clue Prez hired a 12-year-old skateboarder, but he did.
That was Nate.
Eric Nathan,
Yeah,
folks.
that was Nate.
That one's real.
Yeah,
the other ones
Nate
might have been
answered
fill-in
DC.
answers.
Yeah.
That one was an answer
Nate-
from Eric. I'm quite sure of it.
Nate was rocking DC, no doubt. But the what inspired all this talk is a OG this was written like today, like this week, right?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
yeah.
So BuzzFeed still out there doing the damn thing, threw it back and wrote a top ways to become attractive? Is that what it is?
People are sharing small, simple things. No, see, this is what BuzzFeed does now, too.
They switched it up.
They don't make the list. The list goes viral on Reddit, and then they just fucking screenshot it.
And also they say the people are saying, people are doing, people are sharing.
And
It used to say top 100 ways, and they would have to put their fucking name on it and come up with that shit. Now they just find a couple tweets, and they say, here's what people said.
Yep, this one's it's a Reddit thing.
Now, I'm going to say this, though. Sometimes BuzzFeed's lists were like, oh, that's right. Or like, oh, shit, I never thought of that. Like, sometimes there's some value in those. So I think there's going to be some things in here that I do believe make you better looking.
Okay. The first one, I agree with wholeheartedly, despite how ridiculous it is.
Rolling up your sleeves?
Roll up your sleeves.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Especially like you're at a wedding, you're on the dance floor, you loosen up a little bit, you take it, you roll them up, and all of a sudden you go from like buttoned up corporate guy to like loose and kind of confident guy.
I think it's just like also like when you stand,
and you get a little,
like this,
your
more,
forearms a little
you're
bigger.
cutting off the blood supply, and your forearms are screaming for air.
Yeah.
Like, oh, look at that, he's very vascular. No, about to pass out.
Yep. And also, sometimes you pull your sleeves down, and this is probably more if you have like an ill-fitting shirt. But if your sleeves like go over your hands, you almost look like you're a little kid.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like if
you're trying to sneak into a rated R movie in dad's jacket.
Yes, exactly. Like if your sleeves are going to be down, it's got to be a well-fitting shirt. But yeah, rolling your sleeves up, simple, effective. All right, BuzzFeed's 1 for 1, bro.
All right, 2. Having good posture makes you more attractive. For anyone wondering how to get better posture,
I think this list is going to go like 100 for 100.
I improved mine massively through weighted squats at the gym, as opposed to non-weighted squats. Weighted squats at the gym, the strengthening of the lower back helps tremendously. I agree, but I sometimes think I have posture that's too good.
You got like your tits out? Your
I have posture like a baby.
Like a baby?
Like babies.
What do you mean?
You ever seen like a baby walk like that?
Yeah, they
I'm kind of like
a,
leaning back.
Yeah,
like,
your back is like inverted. It's like a C shape.
Like when I come into a room, it's like, what's up, guys?
Yeah. You are a big baby. You're walking on your toes like a baby.
Like my posture, it's like it's so good, it's bad.
You know what your problem is too? You have such good posture. You kind of get like locked in at your shoulders, and then so your arms are kind of like dangly. It's like you're probably have
What's
strong
fucked
shoulders.
up is you've never said anything like this to me before.
I've never thought of it until right now.
You've been thinking of it for a long time.
No, because I just thought of it now. Because when I think of like how you stand, I think it's because I think you're just too fucking swole, bro. But like your arms are kind of just like everything about me is like
it's how I'm standing right now, and I can't stop.
It's better.
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's better than fucking spaghetti, bro. I'm like, arms, like my arms. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You got a big chest, big shoulders, big arms. So they kind of like, they go like this. Where my shit's like, I look like I had the posture of a school shooter.
I look like a fucking suicidal teenager.
I like to see the two of us as like cartoons hanging out. Like, what's up? I'm John.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm John. I got good posture because my mom used to fucking point at old people who were hunchbacked and say, "That'll be you."
Hey, it worked. It fucking worked. But when my shoulders are particularly like rounded and I'm like really slouching, and then like if I remember it or someone points it out or I see someone and then you do this shit, when you do that shoulder roll, you like that and you realize how much further back your shoulders need to be.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, I am a hunchback.
But my shoulders go back so far that my nipples point out.
Yeah.
Because I get like
that's what I mean. You're very
skin back.
It's like bam.
If you could take a line, like red dot. If I could shoot like a fembot from Austin Powers, if I could shoot laser beams to my nipples,
it'd be like 180 degrees.
You would be in trouble.
It would be like 180 degrees. You're like you have nipples like alligators have eyes. They're on the side of their head. They can't see forward. They're going to see that way. Yeah, that's your arms are like out. Where my shit is just like. I look like I'm just like folded up into me. I'm like a piece of origami. I'm just like.
In my number 3, in my experience, people have always responded well to a nice smile, good posture, and being kind. Okay.
Yeah, it's like be pretty and nice. Okay.
4, shower and cut your fingernails.
I don't think that makes you better looking, but if I see someone who's dirty and they have dirty fingernails, I'm like, you are a homeless fucking piece
Dirty
of trash.
fingernails are.
Dirty fingernails is like you're either a child, you're like working like manual labor. Like if you're just a regular person and I can see dirt under your finger, I can see it. You know what I mean? Not like.
Occasionally, sometimes you get like black that wasn't dirt, but like that better be gone the second you go to a bathroom.
You know what happens to me a lot? Like if I get a new pair of jeans, like the denim, like the ink runs on it, and then I'm like, are my hands dirty? It's like no, I'm just covered in ink. And then when you wash your hands, it like you see it come off. That's gross.
I don't think that happens to me.
Ugh. New pair of jeans or sometimes like a whatever fabric kind of runs, and I'll wash my hands and it's like black coming off. It's gross.
The dirt reminded me of what we used to call like dirty girls in like when I was a child. It was the dirty white sneakers. Like, that wasn't like a dirty girl. It was like that girl's a problem.
If you have dirty white sneakers,
yeah. Like she'll ruin.
She'll watch
we
out.
were in like 6th grade. Like that girl will ruin your life. Clothing that fits. Yeah.
Sure.
A white T-shirt and jeans. Yeah.
Clothing
dress
that
well.
fits is one that you don't learn until you learn that and you realize you haven't put it into practice. Like you realize that like not everything just like off the rack at Banana Republic looks good on you.
Yeah,
I'm a large. It's large. It fits me. Nah, that's not how it works. You know what I mean? Sometimes
Which I still don't get it. Like that's how I buy sweaters that I throw away. Not in throw away.
I never wear them. I throw them away.
That one I threw away. Most of them I just don't ever wear. But I get kind of annoyed sometimes when people are like, how does this run? I'm like, I don't know, man. It runs how clothes run.
Yeah.
What size?
Bro, you getting annoyed by that? I get annoyed by it more than fucking anybody. It's crazy. But I think we should invent a shirt. I know that these kind of exist, but like we need to perfect it where it's like it fits, you have like it's a little bit looser in your belly and a little bit more material by your tits, but the rest is kind of like form fitting. Like I feel like all t-shirts are just like one size really, where it needs to be like I kind of need like an XL here and a large here and like a medium here. You know what I mean?
Little
Like
Frankenstein
hybrid
shirt?
Yeah. That's what you need.
Moisture daily after showering. Accent your beard to fit your face. Drink 2 liters of water each day.
Oh, fuck off.
Exercise. Hold eye contact with people. This is all one.
This is also like not just like how to be a good human, not be good looking.
Do not slouch. Refer to people by their name, but not in a creepy manner. Do you agree with that, Kevin? Take up a hobby you're passionate about and subsequently be able to talk about it with passion.
Here's my
This
hobby.
is from
Here's
Better
a hobby
Nectarine
for you.
595. Eat my yeesh.
Yeah, I mean, like Nectarine. Here's your fucking hobby. You should pick up sucking my dick. This is trash. Go back. Read through that one real quick.
Okay. Moisturize daily after shower.
Yeah. So
no.
But here's the thing. That's something that girls have done forever. Moisturize and lotions and makeups and all these things, and girls are pretty, and guys are fucking ugly, and I have started to realize that like I'm going to be old and ugly if I don't take some preventative measures.
No, that's not true.
You don't think so?
Nope.
You think you're just gonna be good
Bro,
looking?
you're talking to someone who's never washed his face in 20 years.
That's so disgusting.
In 15 years. I'll be more.
That's so disgusting.
I probably haven't washed my face in 15 years.
But you don't really wash your. Because I was gonna say at least you get like some shampoo runoff.
Nope.
But you don't really wash your. And you're not greasy.
Nope.
But you must be. You must not be like traditionally greasy. That's not great.
Really?
But it's not like 15 years worth of grease. Like my fingers were shiny, and this is grossing me out a little bit now. I got your fucking forehead on my.
Well, is it because I'm sweaty?
You need like get like a napkin, like a thin napkin. If you rub your forehead, like dude, if I don't wash my face,
I might open the box I don't want to open.
I mean, it's got to be somewhat greasy and dirty if you haven't washed your face in 15 years, John.
But like, it doesn't. I don't look dirty.
No, you don't. You don't like glisten like that. You're not a human. You don't sweat. You don't grow hair. You're an inside-out cat. You don't have a greasy face. You don't have greasy hair. You don't ever wash your body. It's crazy. Doesn't make any sense. How about this real quick? Let's take a poll of the room. Who in the room washes their legs and feet in the shower?
I go legs, feet maybe on.
You go all the way down to your ankle?
Yeah. I mean, like, look,
I would
don't get me
not have
wrong,
guessed that from
it's
you.
It's not a fucking like.
I would not have guessed that.
I
from
go
you.
like this basically. I have a bar of soap. I go.
Yeah, I would not have guessed that
That's
from you.
about that.
Nick,
Occasionally.
Mike,
Not always.
do you wash your legs in the shower? No. Yeah, my man. Stay strong. Gravity. Water flows. Also, like I just, my legs are not getting dirty, bro. They're not getting sweaty. I'm not working out. There's nothing really to clean off. Anyway.
Accent your beard to fit your face.
Just growing a beard in general is the lesson.
Yeah.
Not even a beard.
Chad
Not
Daniels
even a beard.
called it
Just
sweatpants for your face. One of the all-time lines.
Absolutely.
But I don't know how to accent it to fit
I don't know
my
how to
face.
do. I don't even really know how to cut it correctly.
I don't like anything in my life. I just don't really try, so therefore I can't really fail. But I'll just be like, I'll just get it like,
Yeah.
and I won't pay attention.
Well, so many people have told me that I need to like cut it shorter, and that will make my jawline like stronger or whatever. But I think I need to go a little bit down because then you can't see. Then it blends in. If I cut it all the way here, you'll see my neck, like my poofy neck.
Yeah.
But if I have it back here, then it blends in.
I agree with you. I tend to agree with you.
Yeah, I think that's the better way to do it. But
I might
don't
just
know.
go to like a barber one day and be like,
how do we do this?
just do this.
Yeah.
We should just do that. Just be like,
Probably. We do it with our fucking heads.
Right.
We might as well do it with our faces.
Even with my mustache. Like,
oh, I want to see what the barber says about your mustache.
It's like me going in with like a full head of hair, be like, do what you do.
I can't believe you have your hair go over your lips. You have your hair go like over your bottom lip.
Bro, it's so long. It's eating is I eat mostly shirtless.
You have to like, you should like take your mustache and flip it up before you start eating. Oh, never mind. Put it down. Never mind. Put it down.
What's it look like?
Oh, that's so gross.
Why?
Because you still have like this part. It's just disgusting. If this gets even like a little long and I can feel it like near my lips, I freak out. Stop. I'll tell you what's number 1 on the BuzzFeed list. Don't do that. Ugh. Gross.
I sound like a fucking mustachioed baby sucking a titty.
That imagery.
Brush your teeth. This list stinks. Stop self-deprecating yourself. How about shut the fuck up?
Yeah, how about that's my whole bag, sister? How about that's the only move I got in the book? That's the only fucking tool I got in the repertoire here.
Wear jewelry? No.
No, definitely not.
Breathe through your nose, not your mouth.
Wait, what was that?
Yeah, for sure.
Wear jewelry? The gay guy says wear jewelry. What a poof. I feel like, what do you mean? Like a wristwatch? I'm down with. Like, you want me to wear like a chain?
If you get like a do you wear a chain? I feel like you wear a chain, no?
No chain.
I feel
But like a thinner chain, not like a thick Yankee fucking Guido chain, but like
I think wearing a chain is the most ridiculous thing that guys do. I think it's preposterous.
Yeah, you're that anti?
I am so anti it. I cannot even fathom a world where I would get up in the morning, or I guess you don't even take them off, so it's not even like put it on. You wear a chain?
Pabs, you have a chain on?
No.
Fuck.
I had a feeling. I wasn't sure though.
It would have fit.
You have a bracelet. Does that count?
Well, you're a guinea too. You know. Wait, what kind of bracelet is that?
It's just I don't even know.
That looks like a rubber band. What is that?
Oh, it's
Is
just
it jewelry?
Yeah, it's a
Okay, I couldn't
bronze
see it.
bracelet.
I think jewelry on dudes is wacky, man. I think I grew up around it too much. I saw all these fucking gindaloons.
I've worn bracelets before. I've had a necklace before. I mean, that was when I was much younger. Bracelets are more recent.
I will only accept Rude Boy wearing a puka shell necklace. That's my guy.
This skull pinky ring.
Sure. Anything Rudy does, I'm down with. But like, I grew up around guys wearing earrings and chains and pinky rings and bracelets, and I was just like, you guys are so gay. So I just can't do it.
Lastly, stop giving a fuck if people find you attractive or not.
I hate when they end the list like that, you know, where it's like who's your princess? Who's your prince? Like Prince Charming? Like lastly, like you don't need one. It's like, no, fuck off.
I clicked this link.
Yeah, I
Suck
clicked
a
it for
dick.
a fucking reason. Fuck you, BuzzFeed. Here, let's give some actual tips real quick. I will say
Roll up your sleeves.
Roll up your sleeves. The beard, absolutely.
Yeah. Drinking a lot of water helps. That's good for your skin.
Invest in a good haircut. Like,
haircut.
spend money on your haircut.
Yep.
When people are like, I spend $7 on mine, and they're proud of it, it's like, well, you look like a $7
I
asshole.
would have guessed.
Yeah. Spend, you spend hundreds of dollars on, like, think about when you buy a nice coat. A list. A nice jacket. You spend a lot because you wear it all the time, right? You get a lot of use out of it. Same thing with shoes. You wear your hair every fucking day. So get a good haircut. And also, you can last longer. You don't have to go as often if you get good haircuts. So go to a place like Fleischman. Go to a high-end place. So nice jacket, good haircut, have a beard. This is obviously for guys. Girls, it's like, I don't know, be like preposterously, like impossibly hot. You know what I mean? Like have a small waist, fat ass, big tits, no cellulite. I don't know.
Oh, by the way, I have so much cellulite.
Where?
On my ass. I have an absurd amount of cellulite on my ass.
Really?
Yep. Just saw it the other day. Don't know where that came from. It's not like I've changed weights. Isn't that where cellulite comes from, like weight fluctuations?
That's stretch marks.
That's stretch.
I have
So
stretch
what's-
marks on
Wait,
my
no, that's
hips.
what I have then.
On your ass?
Yeah.
I have stretch
I'm gonna
marks
see
on
if
my
I can
hips.
show it.
It's crazy. I have like fucking pregnant woman stretch marks on my hips.
Jackie, close your eyes.
Nah, you're all right. I'm just gonna get cheek. I'm not taking full dick out. Can you
Yes.
see him? Yeah,
Yes.
you see him, right? Is that cellulite?
Yes. No, that's stretch marks.
Oh,
Those are
that's stretch marks?
Yes.
But that's from getting fat?
So like, see that? I have that. Like, see those? That's like your skin rips and you have like scars. You have that too.
That's on my ass?
Yeah. You have we have similar ones. It's like this. Look, it's like 2 lines. You just have it down here. I have it up here.
I had more cheek, I thought.
No, you're more your hips.
Is it maybe this cheek then? I got fucking.
Yeah, you got them lower on your cheeks
Yeah,
there.
yeah. That cheek's disgusting.
You got, but yeah, oh yeah, you got like ripples in that shit.
Fucking hairless though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. This
There
shit,
is-
I don't know why. Look
That
at,
ass cheek
look at
is
that one, dude.
my ass is disgusting.
Yeah, it's gross. Luckily, you're at like guys' bare asses don't matter. You know what I mean? Not like anybody.
I'm.
Look at this, dude. That looks like,
grossed out right now. I just saw it. Did you see it?
dude. This looks like I got slashed.
Yeah.
Look at that. I don't know what that is.
Look at all that fucking ass.
Yeah, look at those. Like, it's like he's like a tiger. He's got like tiger stripes on his ass.
I'm a monster. I am a fucking monster. I hate the things I brought up on this episode. Oh, yeah, this sucks.
Oh yeah, baby. This is
I
what-
just read a Cosmopolitan magazine that says this is how you get attractive.
You know what just
I
happened?
feel the ugliest I've ever felt.
We just became chicks. This is what they do every day. They read a fucking article or a tweet or something, and they're just like, "Oh fuck, I'm gross."
Yeah,
that's us.
I'll do a new list. How to be attractive. Fucking step 1.
Don't be
have
me!
Don't have an ass covered in cellulite, you fat bitch.
Step 1: change your whole fucking existence.
Hey, you greasy faced fucking
Cellulite ass
stretch mark having motherfucker and sweating his ass off in a velour shirt. You're ugly.
Oh man.
Stop being self-deprecating, though. I'm not being self-deprecating.
I'm ugly.
I'm just saying what I just saw with my own goddamn eyes. A monster. A grotesque beast who never deserves any love.
Oh my god.
A haunting creature who deserves to die alone and be buried in the ocean. So fish can look at his body and say, I don't find that appetizing.
This is right up there with the Sad Boy season speech. You might have just done that. You have a new fucking gold medal already, bro.
Well, I don't want that meat. It looks rotten. It's just stretch marks. They're natural.
Oh man, but I don't.
Oh, by the way, speaking of another fucking stupid fucking segment we're gonna do on this show. By the way, I'm gonna fucking. I just opened my Instagram. I'm on this fucking page for Real Dolls. I was gonna do a joke where I comment on Real Doll fucking pictures for a year and then tell you about it. I've only done it a few times.
What? What's happening? What's happening?
Such a weird bit.
What were you gonna do? You were gonna comment on.
I just started it yesterday.
Do you know about this? I can see the look in your eyes
It was
too.
just me. I just started it yesterday because Asa put it on her Instagram story, like Real Doll.
What a real doll? What is that?
A doll you fuck, Kevin.
Oh, okay.
and so I was like, oh, it'd be funny. I actually kind of want to cut all this out. Nah, never mind, because I now that I told you guys it's not as funny anymore. But
We are off the walls right now.
but so Real Doll put up a post that said, lots of education going on lately in the shop. What's one thing you wish we could spill the beans about?
What'd you comment? Don't tell me that's like a paragraph that you wrote.
Such a weird bit.
What are the nipples made out of? Question mark, question mark. That is... Can I read some of the other comments here?
Sure, yeah.
So these are, if you could, what do you want to know about these real dolls? When will real dolls become ambulatory?
I don't know what that means.
What does that word mean?
Drive an ambulance?
New real cocks? Bodies with sensors? I mean, these people...
That person wants to make a doll come?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, just fuck a woman.
Yeah. What does ambulatory mean?
It means so able to walk.
Oh, yeah. Yikes. So you're going to do that for 1 year and then tell me
I was gonna
and you
do it-
cracked after 1 day?
Every one day, yeah. Because
That
I
sounds
opened it and it
about
was just there. Had it not been right in my face,
would've
things
said,
right in my
yeah,
face I gotta tell
yeah,
people
yeah.
about.
Yeah.
The God, I'm fucking so disgusting.
What are we doing? What comments are we reading?
What's one thing you learned that you wish you never did?
Right. We put
that
this up.
I'm a fucking pig
Must.
shit.
That you are a pig.
I'm an absolute.
You are a
fucking
barnyard animal.
pig.
You are disgusting. What's some of the feedback from our fans on the KFC? This is KFC Radio Instagram?
Yeah.
KFC Radio Instagram. Follow along. We post all the videos and clips and shit, but we also post like quote cards and have some discussions over there. We never really didn't have a good answer on the podcast. We said we were just gonna kick it to these people. So what's one thing?
Mine was the maggot one. I stand by that.
Right.
It's changed my life. Like I'd be a completely different person. Right
yes,
now
absolutely.
I'd be a guy who eats candies in the movies.
Yeah.
I eat candy still, but I'd be a guy who eats hot dogs at the movies. I'd be a guy who.
Thank God you're not a guy who eats hot dogs at the movies.
I'd be a guy who eats nachos.
Who's a guy who eats hot dogs at the movies?
I don't know, fucking guy. I'd like to see a movie.
You actually seem like you would eat hot dogs at the movies. You might as well just do it.
I absolutely would. I can't because I think it's covered in maggots.
Hold on. I'm
Plus,
just
it
really
probably see more
tired.
stretch marks.
What?
Hold on. I'm just really tired.
All right, what do we got?
The Undertaker and Kane weren't really brothers.
Oh, that's a great one. All of wrestling, like, keep the magic alive. Sure.
There was another one that said WWE isn't real. And I remember that one. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was...
Paul Bearer's not their dad?
2 Girls, 1 Cup. I don't know what that means. You didn't learn it. You just saw it.
No, I think that also might mean that...
Oh, that it wasn't real?
It wasn't real, yep.
But, I mean, it was still coming out of their assholes.
Right, but, things come out of your ass that's not disgusting.
Yeah.
Things that come out of your ass that's hot. Most of the time, things coming out of your ass is hot. In porn. It's just the one time they decided to make it
most of the
gross.
things I watch coming out of asses,
hot.
sexy.
Yeah, bocce balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking rubber duckies.
Strawberries.
Strawberries, yeah.
Yep. Planes don't always take the fastest route to your destination.
That's annoying.
I
didn't know that until right now. Now I'm very annoyed.
Learning it. Yeah.
Very annoyed. That's annoying. I don't know why they don't do that. I got to take like a safest route or something like that.
I guess.
Jackie, can I have that lip stuff real quick?
Whoa!
Jesus. Sorry.
Right.
That was crazy.
That buzzed by my face.
Buzzed the tower.
That was Frank Reynolds.
As soon
I
as
throw overhead, Charlie.
Why did you do that? You got some anger you want to talk
dramatic.
about?
That
I
wasn't
feel
like
like
that.
are you?
I mean, you whipped it. You went. Did you get that on camera by any chance?
Yeah, I got it flying.
How about my catch, by the way?
Well, how about my throw? 'Cause it was right
Yeah, how
to
about your
hand.
throw? It was wildly inappropriate.
It was right
dangerous.
to your end, so.
Are you tired right now?
Am I tired?
I feel like you're extra.
Do you see how you just
how I-
didn't throw
how I
that
just
to my
fucking
hands, but
lobbed
when
it to
I
you
did
and you
it,
should have caught it.
no, but you didn't even. It was like right there. Okay,
It wasn't
whatever.
right there.
Am I
I
tired?
feel like
of
you're
it?
extra appalled by us today. Like every time
I'm
I look over, you're just
honestly
like, oh my
I'm
God.
half. I'm not even.
Okay,
I'm coming
got it.
up and I'm like listening to weird bits. I'm taking
Got it.
everything out of context. But
Got it.
you guys are doing great.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Your bones are wet.
Ooh.
That's the one that gave me a visceral reaction beforehand. Well, I went,
Yeah, I never.
I
Well,
saw
that
this
makes
on
sense.
TikTok.
They're inside your body.
yeah, but I just figured bones.
I think
are
anything
dry.
inside. You know what really grosses me out? I'm going to show you something really gross. You know,
Is it, Zach?
you
What
know-
you got?
No.
wet bones.
Yeah, no.
I watch.
That's some Saint Nick PSU.
You want to know some
Terrible fact, Saint Nick.
weird shit that I do? I watch surgeries on YouTube.
Dude, what?
I watch surgeries on YouTube. I swear to God, if I wasn't a blogger, I would have tried to become a fucking doctor.
Ducks are necrophiliacs?
Ew.
that
I kind
true?
of like hearing that one though. Good for the ducks. I don't know. Go on, you little freaks. You know, like do you little
The term
fucking
slick legging?
kinky
What
dead
does slick
fuckers.
legging mean? It's a jail term, slick legging.
Oh, I mean, jail terms. That's not good. That means it's gonna be some gross fucking, some weird shit going on. Slick legging.
No,
No.
no, I don't want to say it.
Wow, Jackie won't even say it.
When one guy applies lube in between his thighs and it acts as a vagina.
Wow.
Fuck.
Whatever, man.
They do that in jail?
I guess. Better than getting your ass fucked.
I feel like.
Bro, you want to fuck my legs?
I
Sure.
feel like, you know what I
if I
think?
got an option, what are you going to fuck my whole of my legs?
No, you know what I think that is?
Fucking lube these fucking thighs up, baby. Gonna have to deal with some stretch marks. And maybe a varicose vein. yeah.
You're gonna be a hot topic.
You're gonna be fucking your grandmother's legs, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, dude. You're like ribbed for his pleasure.
Yeah.
John's legs are ribbed for his pleasure.
Bro,
for slick
I
legging.
have my legs up.
Oh, take a shutty, please.
Stop. I feel
Would you
like
like one of those caramel, Kevin? How about one of those strawberries? That fucking.
all right.
You know the strawberries I
Dude,
meant?
I can't believe we have to still do like multiple segments. I want to get out of here. I feel like buddies in prison slick like.
What?
I feel like you'd be friends. Like let's slick like each other real quick. You know what I mean? You're not gonna rape me. We're not gonna ass fuck each other. But just let me borrow your thighs real quick, and then you can borrow mine. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. We'll just slick leg for the end of the night. God, that's gross. I'm trying to think of one. There's got to be some. Oh, like when I found out that they didn't film Home Alone inside that house. That really it was filmed inside a school. That really fucking pissed me off. There's a lot of like movie and TV ones I can't think of that like I probably. I mean, how about when Jackie? How about when Jackie found out that they're not actually fucking in movies? That must have really pissed her off.
Zach and Kelly aren't dating.
Yeah, like real life. Real life couples
aren't real.
That's off the monster. The monster's a fucking trip, man. All right, let's get into Am I the Asshole? It's brought to you by Roman. Go to getroman.com/KFC. And for $5, you can change your sex life forever. Forever and ever. Forever. By opening up the swipe, wiping it on your dick, and then you last longer in bed. It's the number one problem that haunts guys. Is my dick hard enough? Is my dick big enough? And is it lasting long enough? Well, you go to Roman, you can fix all those problems. Well, maybe not the size, but the size isn't really even a thing. You got to make sure your dick's hard. You got to make sure it stays hard. And by desensitizing it a little bit, you're going to last longer in bed. That means you have a couple extra minutes to do that extra position or make your partner come. Or maybe you're even just maybe you're just swiping so that you last longer when you're jerking off. Maybe you want to last a little longer when you're slick-legging your buddy in prison. Okay? Imagine that. Your buddy's just like, dude, you're taking so long to come. And you're like, yeah, I used the fucking Roman swipe. And he's like, God damn it. We talked about this. We're supposed to slick-leg each other for a couple minutes and just get our rocks off. You're not supposed to fuck me all night long. Well, that's what Roman does for you. It makes you helps you fuck all night long. Go to getroman.com/KFC for just your first month of swipes. It's $5. Choose a monthly plan, $5 of swipes, so that you're going to last longer in bed. Don't just count sheep or talk about baseball players or all those things. You just go to getroman.com/KFC and you can last longer in bed. Dude. Oh, boy, this is tough. Am I the asshole for telling my brother's girlfriend she's too heavy for her bike?
This is one of those ones where it's so clear he's the asshole. It's got to be. Well, this isn't going to be a bike. It's going to be a motorcycle.
It also could be like safety. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I mean, like it's where the headline makes so clear that there's no way he can actually be an asshole. Because it's...
The other day, my brother brings home his girlfriend. He's been telling us about her for a few months now, but we've never met. She's lovely. We start chatting, complaining about my brother, life, etc. Bring up how I've been having issues with the gears on my bike. This prompts her to reveal that she, too, has been having all sorts of issues with her bike, and now she's disappointed in it because it's this expensive $1,000 electric bike that she really invested in, and she thinks it's shocking that she's having to pay so much to get it repaired every other month. I agree. That really is shocking. So I offered to take a look at it. I did basic repair when I was in uni, blah, 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 blah. Max weight, 120 kilograms, a.k.a. 18 stone. I don't know how much that means. Who still measures weight in stones? What are you doing, Europe? Is this the fucking caveman times where it's like, how much does that weigh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20 stones. Fucking pounds or kilogram. Like, come on. What's 18 stone? Wait, hang on. Before we do that, stop. Don't say anything. Jackie, how many pounds is 18 stone?
Is 18 what?
Stone. Over in Europe, they measure the weight in stone. So they say this chick is 18 stone. How many pounds do you think that is?
275.
That's a fat chick. That's gonna be a really fat girl if you're right.
I was gonna say $180.
I'm gonna say 165.
No, I think it's gonna be over 2.
Over 2 bills, because if it's the maximum weight for a bike,
but
yeah.
$180, 10 pounds of stone made sense, but I think it's got to be.
What is it, Zach? None of you guys have looked this up yet?
Oh,
252.
Wow.
I know my stones.
So this chick is huge. I don't mean to be rude, but I think the issue behind all this is that you exceed the weight limit.
Sale, baby.
She absolutely loses it. Starts ranting about how she isn't even classed as overweight.
I mean,
like, yeah, you are.
Yo,
I mean,
if I weigh
she's
250, I'm overweight.
She might be 8 feet tall. Like, I don't know.
I guess, but like,
I'll have you know that I'm 2 pounds under 15 stone. Now they're mixing and matching pounds and stones? Come on, that's
so what's
ridiculous.
15 stone?
I mean,
So wait, so the
this
max
goes
weight
on.
for the bike was 18 stone. Right? Is that
No. The max weight is 120 kilograms.
Wait, but that's slash 18 stone, right?
She says that she weighs 18 stone. So what's 120 kilograms?
18 stone is 114 kilograms.
That's the girl talking, though. So she says, I weigh 18 stone, and compared to the girl, I am tiny. So she doesn't know how many stones she is.
Oh, I see. Wait, this is
okay. So wait a minute. Hang on, real quick. The girl talking about who is am I the assholing here says she weighs 18 stone, which is 100 and what?
It is about
118.
Can I
Then the
get
fat
sexist
girl
for a
comes
second?
around and says, I'm 2 pounds under 15 stone. So if I'm skinny and you're fatter than me, and I say I'm 18 stone and you say you're 15 stone, it's like, no, you're not. You're fatter than me.
Okay.
So this
here's
girl
my
just
thing.
might be
Does
delusional
she-
about her weight.
Does she say it's a girl writing this? Because I've been picturing a man the whole time.
I have too.
It says it explicitly it's a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she says, we're both 5'4". I've previously been heavier, around 22 stone. So she's been big girl. But none of this really matters. It's like, can you tell a fat person that they're breaking their bike because they're fat?
I honestly think this, once I found out it was 2 women, absolutely.
Yeah, it does make a difference that it's 2 girls.
Yeah, it is without what that's just a person saying,
But
hey, you're
it's still a sibling's significant other, and then that becomes dicey.
Yeah,
Because you know what you should do? You know what you should do? You should let this bitch take the bike to the mechanic every single month and be like, I don't know, you got a broken bike.
Yeah.
Because that's better than being like, you're too fat for your electric bike.
Right, yeah, like what do you care
What
to
do
tell them?
Yeah, what do you care?
I would let it be like, I don't know what the hell it could be. I'd scratch that sticker off and be like, I don't know.
You know what you should say? You should say, oh, you know what? It looks like you got one of those electric bikes that has a much lower weight limit. You know?
Like freakishly low.
Yeah, like, oh man, most electric bikes have
This bike's for children.
a 220 kilogram.
It's got a 60-mile-an-hour speed limit, but this is for under 10-year-olds.
Yes, that's what you say. Most of these bikes say maximum weight 220 kilograms. Yours says 120 kilograms. You must have got a weird bike. Not that you're fat. It's not that you're wrong. It's the bike's wrong. That's your fucking answer right there.
There is, yeah, it is. There's nothing good that could come of it, but also like, I don't know, man.
If you're fat, I mean,
why don't you just get a regular ass bike? How
well,
if
also,
if
you hop on your bike and it's like, it's like you hear the metal is like, like please, you're too fat. Yeah, help me. Then you should probably know that like this bike ain't for fucking you. We'll do one more here and then get to our video voicemails because I get excited for video voicemails now. Am I the asshole for telling my cousin about the light bulb mouth fact? Do you know what that means? I didn't know it off the top, but then I.
Oh, is it fucking a form of torture?
Maybe it could be.
Well, like if you
go ahead, continue, Jackie. What do you think the light bulb mouth fact is? What do you?
Light bulb mouth fact?
Yeah. What do you think? There's a fact about light bulbs and mouths. What do you think it is?
I think the light bulb it fits in your mouth, but
Oh, I know it.
it'll break,
it?
and then you inhale all the glass and you die.
No, if you could put a light bulb in your mouth, but you can't take it out.
That's it, which is basically what you're saying. But that is the fact, yes. So, 19-year-old female tells her 22-year-old male cousin how you can fit the light bulb in, but you can't take it out. He just says, huh, okay. We continue talking. I guess he didn't believe me because he tried it Tuesday night. From what I can gather, he started yelling. His mother, my aunt, 64-year-old woman, comes upstairs to check on him. She said there wasn't a way to get it out and had to take him to the ER. He called me up yesterday, and he was pissed. He said if I didn't say anything, then he wouldn't have tried it. I thought that this was total BS, and they started arguing back and made a stupid decision, and it wasn't on me. My aunt was in the same room, and he gave her the phone to talk to me. She explained that it might have been his decision, but I still opened the door for it to happen. Yada, yada, yada.
That's fucking nonsense. How old are they?
22, and 19.
Yeah, that's fucking nonsense. That 19-year-old should fucking die.
You put.
I wish you didn't take him to
Almost
the ER,
did.
and I wish he fucking died.
I feel like you put a light bulb in your mouth. That's
You're
on you.
19 years old. You were just, hey, guess what, dickhead? If you fucking stick a fork into the fucking outlet, you die too. Go try that one.
But also, there is something to be like, don't like. You're right. It is an age thing. It's more about children. It's like, don't tell me what I can't do because I'm gonna go try to do that thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's like
So I get it.
tells me don't touch the plate. It's hot. I touch it. But that's fucking. She doesn't say don't touch the plate. You'll die.
I also. But here's the thing: when you have stuck a light bulb in your mouth, and you need to go to the emergency room to fix this, which, by the way, what do you think they did? You have to break it at some point, right? Unless you could like knock someone out and unhinge their jaw for a second.
Oh God.
Like, what do they do?
I don't even want to think about those wet jawbones sliding around.
But you're so stupid that you need it like an excuse. Like that's so remarkably dumb that you need to be like, it's somebody else's fault. I gotta pin this on somebody.
Yeah.
You know? All right, voicemails. Video voicemails. My new favorite fucking thing that we do. The milk girls from last episode. The pee semen piss guy is one of my favorites.
They finished another gallon of milk within a day.
I mean, now they're trying. Now they're getting cocky. Now you're running up the score, milk girls. I know what you're doing here. Voicemails today are, and by the way, someone said to me, these are not video voicemails. Stop trying to make that happen. These are video mails. This is video mail. So no one in the fucking world has ever said video mail.
Yeah.
I'm saying that these are voicemails that they're videoing themselves doing. I recognize it's not a logical term, but that's what it's fucking called. Video voicemails.
It's a video.
Dumb fucking
it is
assholes.
absolutely a video voicemail.
It's brought to you by Gage Diamonds. They're an online retailer for engagement rings, fine jewelry. You can get anything ranging from rings and pendants and bracelets and diamonds all the way up to the engagement ring. And we're talking about if you're a guy. Now, listen, I said guys, you can't wear jewelry. I didn't say that you can't wear watches. You get a nice Movado watch. You get a nice Rolex. That's a piece. Yes, Tissot. That's on the list. I didn't know how to say that, so I let you say it.
Well, I don't know that said right. But
I'm going to say Tissot.
Tissot? Tissot sounds righter.
No, righter?
Yeah.
Well, it definitely doesn't sound righter,
Yeah, no,
you
it
idiot.
sounds more righter.
I'm
going to
say Tissot is the correct pronunciation.
No, I think it's Tissot.
Our crack staff of here is refusing to Google anything. Just nobody. Nobody's even considering Googling something.
Tissot.
Pronunciation. I think it's going to be Tissot. Tissot would be crazy. Tissot? Yeah,
Tissot?
Yeah, it's more correct than Tissot. But they've got that. Movado, Tissot, Rolex. So guys, you can get the wristwatches. Guys, you can get your girl can get an engagement ring. And the best part is right now, they offer 100% financing, meaning there's no credit needed to finance it. So you can get approved for up to $10,000 in 24 hours. And then you can finance and pay off your purchase. They are GIA certified diamonds, lab grown, so there's no blood diamonds or anything like that. Go to gagediamonds.com/KFC and use promo code KFC. You get 20% off your purchase. I'm telling you that you can go get a Rolex right now and get 20% off.
Do you understand the discount that
That's
if you're
thousands of
like
dollars.
considering proposing, do it right now.
Bro, if I could have got 20%
I'm not
off
saying you do the proposal right now.
Buy the ring right
get
now.
the ring right now for sure.
I could have got thousands of dollars off my engagement ring. Crazy. 20% offs for like, here, go buy like my recycled hat. Not a fucking engagement ring. It's crazy. Gage Diamonds, GAGE, diamonds.com/KFC. You can get 100% financing with no credit needed and 20% off when you use code KFC at checkout.
Hello. Hey guys, I'm responding to Skylar's voicemail about what's the most out-of-pocket thing a therapist or doctor has said to you.
Well, like if this becomes a thing.
And so, every time I go to my general practitioner, he asks, "Are you pregnant?" I'm like, "No." And then he says, "Okay, good, so we're not gonna have the Antichrist anytime soon," and then writes it down. Every time. I've been going to him for like 5 years. It's just, I just don't care. I don't care. That's fine.
You know what that is? That's not like rude, That's like dad joke.
It's someone who's unfunny trying to be funny.
And he says it to everybody, every girl, and he doesn't realize that this girl hears it every time because he thinks he's using it differently. You know what I mean? That's a dad joke gone really wrong.
Yeah.
And it's not even like really wrong, meaning like that's so offensive. It's like Antichrist. I don't know. It's so far-fetched. But that's just bad joke, doctor joke, not like bad doctor guy, you know?
That is... Doctors are wild. Doctors, because in order to become a doctor, you have to be weird. Like there's no such thing as like a normal, like you want to go to school for 100 years, you want to cut people open, or you want to grow shit like
how do you
I guess in some sense they're healers.
You want to become a
You're
urologist or a fucking OBGYN? Like
you're you're weird. So it is you lack the social skills. Because you spend so much time not being social that you lack social skills. I don't know many doctors. I don't know any normal.
They got no bedside manner. How about this? My mom is going through the fucking ringer. She got cataract surgery that like didn't work and needed to go back in and get a second cataract surgery. Then she went in on a Tuesday to get her left knee replaced, and on the Friday she got her right knee replaced. She is like all fucked up. The first doctor she met, she blames everything because like the recovery's gone poorly, the surgery, the hospital fucked up a bunch of things. The rehab center's fucking up a bunch of things. The first doctor she went to was Dr. Murphy. And as they were talking, he goes, Murphy's Law. And that's the one that anything that can go wrong will. And everything has gone wrong since then. If you are Dr. Murphy, you can't be saying Murphy's Law to people. That's like the Arrested Development doctor. Like you can't be saying these things to fucking people. Come on, dude. Murphy's Law. And guess what? Everything fucking went wrong, dickhead.
Yeah, I mean, doctors are just fucking bizarre people. I talked about Are You Garbage, so I guess we'll talk about it here now. There were some little weird things where you weren't allowed to say, I wasn't allowed to say this and that, so we had to cut it out. I did all at the live show, so if you want to see I don't know, maybe someone didn't let us say some things this time.
Go. The live show will always feature things that our lawyers or our powers that be don't let us say on the air. So you're gonna get some behind the scenes shit every time you go into the show.
But I recently was admitted to the hospital because I was drinking too much because I was partying too fucking hard.
Mr. Drinking Guy.
And I'm back on the list, by the way. I can't drink again, so everyone suck my dick. But dude, I don't know if I even told you about this. With the doctor I went to see, I saw he was a flamboyantly gay man, which he
was the one who was like, you can drink.
Who I saw, I had to go underground to see him, and he was just like, yeah, you can drink, you start drinking, no problem. But anyway, I was in the hospital. And I was at Lenox Hill on the Upper East Side, which Kelly Keeks asked me to be like, oh my God, that's the ritziest hotel ever. That hospital fucking sucks.
Every hospital sucks. Lenox Hill is like the nicest hospital in the city. They all suck.
Keeks asked me like sick flex being in Lenox Hill. What are you talking about? This hotel, I had to my toilet seat was all loose. Didn't matter because I couldn't shit because I was on so many fucking painkillers. But don't worry, I didn't dump for like a week.
God damn it. Can you get to this story, please?
Bro, I was on. Bro, they hit me. I didn't even know what Dilaudid was. They had me on Dilaudid, and I was like, I'm still in pain. And they were like, 'cause I had pancreatitis, and they were like, we can't give you any more Dilaudid. We can give you morphine though. And I was like, holy shit! I've been on this stuff above morphine. No wonder there's a cork up my ass. But so I'm in the hospital for a few days, right? And when I first get admitted, the guy in the room next to me is just a full-on crackhead, and he's doing crackhead things the entire night, like just being a goddamn crackhead to the max. Like, I don't know if he's like,
you are a crackhead.
It sounded like he was ripping apart a table and ripping apart walls looking for like copper. And then in the morning, he just ripped out his IV, started bleeding everywhere, and just started walking out. And we were right outside the nurse's station, so like it was actually funny. It was like a cartoon where it's like he got like one step out the door. It was like, get back in there! And he turned around, walked in, put on his jacket, picked up his backpack that he'd forgotten, walked out again. Get back in there! Turns around, walks in, just kind of forgets that he's already walked out twice and starts walking out again. And I just said, hey man, have some conviction. They can't stop you. Because I wanted the room to myself. and so he gets out finally. They pull back the curtain because I'm not sharing a room with anyone. he had been doing exactly what it sounded like. Like I nailed it.
Crackhead shit, just tearing it apart.
He'd been just tearing apart the table all night. So that was the really ritzy hospital I was at. But after my second day there, doctors don't wear white coats like you think they do. Like I thought doctors all wear white coats. That's what they do in movies.
Yeah.
They don't. They don't wear white coats. So I can't tell who's who and what's what. So this fucking doctor comes in on day 2. I'd had my vitals taken. They take your vitals every fucking 3 hours. They fucking wake you up to take your vitals. It's very frustrating. And they do the blood pressure, do the fucking thermometer, do the fucking the oxygen level, whatever on your finger. And this doctor comes in, and I said, "What's up, bro?" Because he was a young-looking guy in scrubs. I don't know. I didn't think he'd earn my respect. So I said, "What's up, bro?"
This guy went to school for like 12 years, spent like $500,000 to be called doctor, and you call him bro.
You're getting my usteds. Yeah. You're getting my tus, okay? and he goes, actually, it's Dr. Timmeron. And he like kind of like, it's like the zip thing. And I was like, all right, man, I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
what do you want to do?
Yeah.
And because doctors are so fucking weird, and because doctors don't like being called bro so fucking much, apparently, because they've earned the respect and the right to be called a doctor, I genuinely and truly believe that this doctor told the nurses that they had to start taking my temperature rectally. Because I had my temperature taken like 7 times, and every time, guess what? Yeah, thermometer in the mouth. And then one time, guess what happened? The next morning, right after that, not next morning, the next time they came in, she said, the doctor said, I'm going to take this one up your ass. I said, what are you talking about?
Bro, that is the most fucked up shit.
Bro.
Like, there's no reason a functioning adult should get the fucking thermometer up their ass.
So the first time, I didn't care. I just fucking pulled my pants to the side. I was on the side of the bed like this. I was like, yeah, go ahead. Go get in there. And then the second time...
Everybody knows the spoon position is the best way to get in the ass.
Yeah, that's how I always take it. And the second time she comes in again, this time she wakes me up to finger my ass. And she...
Courtesy, if you ask me.
I locked eyes while I was at the spoon position again. I locked eyes with a doctor who was watching like a little pervert. I've said his name in the hospital in this episode. No, I definitely mispronounced his name, but it's at the hospital, and it's something like that. And he's peeking around the side, and then we like lock eyes. He's like, actually, he doesn't need to do it that way. He doesn't need to do it that way. And he goes, well, do you mind? And it's the morning, and I just wanted to get out of there. I said, whatever gets me the fuck out of here faster. I said, but I wouldn't mind if you would close that door, because I was in the bed by the door, and then I had the curtain was wide open. I said, but I wouldn't mind if you closed the bed, or fucking maybe close the close the door, or maybe close that curtain. And in the middle of the curtain, she shoved it up my ass, which I think she expected to get a reaction, but
she didn't.
She'd put lube on something that was this thick, the pen width. And guess what, sweetheart? You got to try a lot harder than that if you want to shock me up my ass.
Bro, that was like playing Operation. She wasn't touching the sides. Yeah. She's not even touching the sides of that one.
She was lubing that thing up. I was like, that's a waste of lube, lady. Just fucking get it in. Don't worry.
Dude,
why don't you just spit on it?
Imagine that snaps the glove and oh god. Last voicemail. Let's go.
Why don't you just fucking give me a loogie, lady? Dude, the other guy who came in after the crackhead, the guy who was next to me in the hospital, I was panicking it was gonna be a stoolie. Because it would fucking suck to have a stoolie in the hospital with me. And it ended up being a Mexican guy who had gout. So it was really best of both worlds. He couldn't speak English or couldn't walk around and tear the walls apart. So it was pretty convenient until they started touching his gout. He had gout in his knee, which I thought you could only get it in your foot. He had gout in his knee. And everyone kept just touching this poor fucker's knee. Like, where's it hurt? Here? And he would... I felt like I had security cameras on me where someone was trying to get me in trouble. The way this guy would yell. Because he sounded like the most stereotypical Mexican guy. He sounded like a cartoon Mexican man. It was fucked up. Like every time, it kept me up all night. I'd walk in and the nurse would be like, or maybe a doctor would come in and be like, Where's it hurt? Right here? And he'd go, and I was like, I was in my bed watching Ford vs. Ferrari because they have movies at hospitals.
Yeah,
now.
they do.
Just biting my thumb. Like, this guy's got to be fucking kidding me over there.
Fucking Speedy Gonzalez type shit.
Yeah.
Let her rip.
What up, chicken heads? Okay, it's like 2 a.m. and I'm on the shitter, so
This is what I expect more. Girls in the gym.
Video.
Guys on the
Whatever
dumper.
the fuck this is. Once you put my face on here, we done. All right, you're never gonna want to do this shit again. Anyways, there's been some times, like in my life, where I've been down bad.
Right now, 2 a.m. on the fucking shitter calling KFC radio.
So I think the question basically is, yeah, I'm high as balls, by the way. Fuck, I forgot. Oh, yeah. What's the strangest place you ever jerked off in? You might have done this before, but, strangest place you've jerked off in. And, did you finish? I mean, that's important, like, knowing,
Bro, you know it would be super weird just to jerk off somewhere and not come. To be like, all right, I'm in the middle of, like, Fairway grocery store. I'm just going to jerk off for, like, a little bit and then put it away.
5 minutes.
Yeah, and just put it back.
See how fucking hard I can get and then go
waistband
back to
flip?
the fucking pasta aisle.
Weirdest place you've jerked off?
What? Imagine being so goddamn high at 2 a.m., taking a dump on the toilet and go,
I hope on the toilet.
Wonder where Feits and Kevin come.
Yeah. People want to know. I mean, that means that guy just came, right?
I mean,
that guy was pooping and came and was like, this is kind of weird. I wonder where John and Kevin have ever done this.
I think mine is probably going to be I think it's I-89.
Yeah, the Belt Parkway. Yeah.
Wait. No, okay, then it's not then. It's because this is down.
No, I'm saying, like, for me, it's the Belt Parkway.
Oh.
Yeah, like,
I wanna
it's
see
where we were driving
I-89
in the car. Like, coming in the car has got to be it, right? God, that was not my proudest fap. It was either the BQE
Nope,
or the
I-89
Belt.
is in New Hampshire. Wait, where's I-89?
Are you saying you're not sure of the?
Yeah, no, not that I
Okay.
did it twice.
Okay.
Not well. I don't know. Maybe there's one time in particular. I'm pretty sure it was the Belt Parkway, and I was just stuck in traffic, and it was either that or like murderous road rage. So I actually probably saved a life by cranking one out. But boy, was that despicable. But yeah, the car.
I can't figure
the
out
car
how to...
also like inappropriate showers. I would say. Like I feel like you shower at like your girlfriend's. You're in like your girlfriend's parents' house.
Yeah.
And you jerk off in the shower. You know.
Yeah, I've hit.
Is that even
those.
inappropriate?
I don't think so. I think as long as you're in a bathroom, it's an appropriate place to come.
I guess so. I think a shower is even more appropriate. Like if you're like on the like over your, let's say in-laws, whether or not you're married. Let's say you're over your in-laws' sink jerking off.
I don't have the fucking
Inappropriate.
the
Shame.
no, like the ability. Like, I don't like jerking off standing up. So if I'm jerking off, it's like it's someone's bathroom. I'm sitting on a can.
Do you then just point it down?
Not down, but forward.
How big is the toilet? How small is your dick?
Well, it's like I wouldn't be able to get it down. It would just hit seat. So it's kind of like just angle it. So it's almost like you're trying to pop a shot. Like, bloop, bloop.
You know what I'm thinking of? Do you remember that game where you shoot like cannons?
Like how fucking
At each other?
like let's say it like that. Like
You know what I'm
can't
talking
get
about?
That into a toilet.
Tank War?
Tank
or
War,
something?
where
It was
where
on
it's-
like
and like
E-bombs?
you can angle the thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
you got to go really
Oh
far
yeah,
up.
it's basically like an Angry Bird.
So you're like, yeah, you point it straight up. You basically like shoot it at your chin and hope that it just goes up and down into the toilet.
Yeah.
That is some risky behavior.
But also I'm not even going to the toilet. I'm just like going. It's like hits the seat. That's fine. I'll just wipe it off the seat.
Yeah, that's crazy. You just coming like on the floor in the seat and stuff.
Yeah,
I'll just kind of scoot back and just point down.
I don't think
Like say this is the toilet. You know, just kind of go like that, and then.
Bro, I don't have those kind of reaction times. When I come, I'll come where I come.
When I come, I'll come where I come. That's a quote. When I come, I'll come where I come. And that's a valid point, John. That's a good warning for people. Like when I come where I come.
I'm gonna come where I come. Man.
That's just it. I won't make any effort to keep my semen.
It's like, look, I'm trying
in
to
control.
Look, this is the thing about the male orgasm, people, is that it's so fleeting that if I spend my fucking nanosecond of ecstasy trying to fucking get up on a toilet,
Then it's over. Then what's the point?
I didn't really have any fun
right.
at any point of that. That fucking flash in the pan,
gone. I'm worried about coming.
I'm just gonna come where I come.
Come where I come, just dump it. Just dumping loads, bro. Just dumping loads. Goodness. Interview time. This is a long podcast. We got 2 unbelievable interviews. We got Bobby Lee for the very first time. Who it's crazy that it's taken this long to get Bobby on the show. You know him from Bad Friends with Cheeto and all of his work in Hollywood. One of the funniest guys out there. And we also got Ricky Velez, who a New York guy working with Judd Apatow now, has his first HBO special. So 2 really, really like quality comics on the show. And somebody tweeted this the other day, and I'm happy that we got the recognition. I'll put our show against any show in the fucking world when it comes to getting comics on the air.
I would agree with that.
And the only ones that contend with us are like the comics and their friends. You know, like Joe Rogan and fucking, you know.
I mean, if you want to run through who I almost tweeted our schedule, but like, all right, this week we had Jessica Kirsten, Rachel Feinstein, Bobby Lee, Daniel Sloss, Sam Morrill.
In 1 week, that would be a good year.
Ricky Velez, Gary Goldman, Whitney Cummings. That's this week.
That's this week, bro. That's like 10 of the top 20. That's fucking nuts.
That's a pretty fucking smash list.
I mean, it's the #1 podcast in the world when it comes to getting like all of the comics on. Because even the guys, like, they had their friends on, but they're not going to do everybody.
Right.
We're going to do fucking everybody. It's the premier podcast for comics and interviews. So let's get into it. Bobby Lee and Ricky Velez. It's brought to you by SimpliSafe. You got a house? You got to keep your shit safe. You got to keep your people safe. You got to keep everything, all your belongings safe. And that's where SimpliSafe comes in. They've launched the best home security system of 2021, and it just got even better with new outdoor security cameras. SimpliSafe has always kept your house safe. Now they're keeping your whole property safe. So everything all on the inside is still safe with all the HD cameras and all the sensors and all the alarms. Now they have the ultra-wide 140-degree field of view outdoor camera with 1080p HD resolution with an 8x zoom so that you can see everything going on outside so that the intruders aren't even getting to your fucking house. You're not even setting off the alarms inside because the HD camera outdoors is catching you. It's easy to remove. It has a rechargeable battery. It doesn't need an outlet, so you can put it anywhere on the property. You can put it in the driveway. You can put it in the backyard, in the trees, wherever you want. Guys like Stephen Che, I know, protect their home with SimpliSafe. When I get a home again, SimpliSafe is the first place I'm going for a security system, especially now that they have the outdoor alarm. Also, little benefit, you will eventually go viral with some footage from your outdoor camera.
Yeah.
Somebody will fall, your dog will do something funny, your neighbor will do something funny, you'll catch a FedEx man dancing, whatever it may be.
Spend a little bit of money on this, you get safe. Then you go viral,
and you get rich.
And then you sell the bedroom lights.
Done.
And pays for itself.
Good to go.
SimpliSafe
for free. Go to SimpliSafe.com/KFC radio, and you can get 20% off your entire new system when you get the monitoring service. You get the first month for free, 20% off the interactive monitoring at SimpliSafe.com/KFC radio. Let's talk to Bobby Lee on KFC radio.
You and I are the same. I'll tell you why. Because the head of my penis is beginning to smell bad.
Oh, it's what?
Well, I have to say it again.
Yeah, I didn't really hear you. I think you said it's beginning to smell bad.
The head of my penis is beginning to smell bad.
Are you?
I want to be clear. I want to be clear for a second. You and I are not the same.
Executive producer Judd Apatow.
He's a cool guy, man. I like him.
Heard of him.
I like him.
Heard of him, dude. That's
he's the man, dude. He's like my biggest advocate. He's been amazing.
That was all
to me.
from King Staten Island.
That's where we met, yeah. And then we just kicked it from there, and he's the homie.
I remember. Hold on for dear life on that one. Dude.
I mean, dude, he's
as
sick.
long as it goes.
Like brings me to Mets games. Yeah. He's awesome, dude. He brought me to Bruce Springsteen on Broadway. It's awesome.
Thing.
Yeah.
What, the first one after COVID?
He doesn't have a son. He needed me, man. As bad as I needed him.
If you're watching on YouTube, click here to subscribe so that you get all the new episodes as they come out. And John, what should they click if they want notifications? Make sure you click thumbs up for the like. Hit that bell icon.